All right, welcome in Master of Hyper Random finals between Vinchester and Andy. This is game number one, even though Vinchester is ahead 1-0. He gets the point because he made it all the way through the winner's bracket without dropping a set. And Andy, well, his reward, similar to Vinchester's 1-0 here, was the fact that he got a chance to play again after he lost the initial round against Vinchester earlier in the tournament. So Vinch up 1-0. They're going to start with Hindustanis against Goths, and it will be a weird little fortress start. A lot of times when you start with a fortress, it means that you have like a king or something, but I'm not seeing a king. I'm just seeing a trade cog and a genitor. And Andy is going to pull in the boar with the genitor. Corner docks, yep. I should know better. I should know better than to click on those stupid corner docks. Here we go. Absolutely baited into it, dude. There is a corner dock over there. Maybe if I click on the merchant, it'll be fine. Yeah, the merchant's okay. And if we select them together, it's okay. I just can't click on the dock itself. You can trade to that dock. And there are cogs here. And do they see the docks immediately? Yes, they have full vision on that. So Andy is coming all the way over to this dock. I'd love to click it. And he should trade with it as soon as his dock is up. How much gold's he going to get? 74 gold. All right, that's decent. That means you don't have to mine gold here. If you want to go for a fast castle approach, for example. Middle Island, lots of resources on here. Also lots of jaguars as well, so you got to be careful on that side. Meanwhile, random resources on the home front. Looks like the forage bushes only have 37. They're a bait for sure. Wild boars have quite a bit of food on them. 517. I think this one had 400. Sheep have 88, 77. So it's a decent amount of food. Plus we have, obviously, the fish on the outside, which are going to help out quite a bit. In terms of the Civ matchup, I think I like Hindustanis better here than Goths, especially considering it's a water map. Where Goths don't really thrive. But I guess Goths have a decent navy, right? They get shipwright, galleon with bracer. They don't get dry dock. They don't get elite cannon galleon. But actually, Goths have a really good navy, surprisingly. And they get Dromon as well. Whereas Hindustanis don't get fast fire, don't get heavy demo, and don't get shipwright. So Goths actually, as weird as this is, Goths actually have the better navy than the Hindustanis.
You're the man, Dave.
Trooper, thank you for the 19 months. How much trade for Vinch per trip? 72. 72. So they both went to the docks on the far corners. Also, it is standard victory. So we're looking 2 relics over here for Andy, and only 1 relic over on Vinchester's side. I think there's 3 relics total, unless I'm missing one. There's 4. Ah, there's 1 over here. I see. So 2 on Vinchester's side, 2 on Andy's side. Shouldn't see a relic victory, but it's still possible. As far as this fortress goes, I don't think you can make anything out of here. I think it holds 30 people, and it basically has the same stats as a castle. But I don't think you can make unique units out of it or get technologies or anything. Andy now sending everything to wood. That implies that he wants to go for a navy buildup in the feudal age. We'll see. He sent a villager far forward, so see if it's going to be fires or galleys for him. Vinchester going for a fast castle approach for sure. Fortress 10 base range. Oh, yeah, 10 range. Wow. Dave, please show the vision of players. Okay, here you go. Here you go. Good. Would you like more standard victory tournaments? I think they'd be good, yeah. All right, third dock here for Andy. With this castle, you can almost always dock here with 10 range. Just protect everything. Vince baited by berries. Well, you got to put the mill somewhere, right? He probably looked at it. He knows how much food is on those, but you got to put the mill somewhere if you want to have a market. As Vinchester now goes for another dock here. Now, the benefit of having the trade cog is that Andy didn't even have to go out to gold, like, at all. He's still not on gold, and he's going navy because he's got so much gold built up from the trade route from before. I think the trade cog came back twice. It's like 140 gold. That's enough to keep up the early galley production. And Vinchester has enough to not even need to go to gold. He's sending a couple now. But so far, most of the gold he's had coming in just from the trade cog, which makes a really smooth, fast castle. So we'll see whose strategy is going to be better here. Vinchester is going for a couple galleys. He can still click up to Castle Age soon. But Andy's already here sniping the fish. So Vinchester's going to lose at least that fishing ship, probably another one. Andy will want to go deeper here with the galleys, but clearing up the fish is not the worst thing in the world, and he's got the reinforcements coming. So he should be able to take out all of these, and he's going to have the fishing advantage now. Vinchester still wants to contest on water, or maybe just even snipe the fish from Andy back here. But it's going to be tough with these galleys kind of roaming around from Andy. And Vinch is up. Vinch is up to Castle Age after this villager. He's going to lose his fishing ships. And the question is, like, how are you going to get the food to get all your upgrades? I guess he has some sheep left. There's not a ton of food left on those. And what sort of state are you going to be in once you get to Castle Age if you have no fishing ships? Andy's got 10 of them. Andy's in a really solid position. And Andy's actually about to click up to Castle Age soon himself. There's the blacksmith. There's the market. Food is flying in from those ships. Gold is in already. Actually sent some villagers out to this gold now. And he's up to Castle Age. So he's only a minute behind. He's 10 fishing ships ahead. Like, this is a really good position for Andy. Vinchester now going for a dock over here. So it'll likely be like war galley with some fires to clear this area. I think Andy should know this. That is truly unfortunate. Ugh. Probably don't want to come over here again. That's for sure. The wildlife is slightly dangerous. Yeah, all wildlife regens health in this. Oh, Andy. Brother. He's microing over here. Okay. Does he send another one? Does he send another one is the question. He was busy over here, so maybe he didn't realize. Oh, he's sending two now. Oh, no. Oh, no, dude. Oh, God. Oh, no. Here come two more. Okay, the fire is there. All right, the fire is there. He's going to pull these over towards the fire. And this will be fine. Maybe. He lost another one. Oh, no, Andy! Oh, my God. He almost lost a fourth. 3 villagers down to those. After you have such a good start, that is incredibly demoralizing. I mean, he's still very much ahead. Resources collected 700 ahead, but like 3 villagers down to those is absolutely brutal. TC going up over here from Andy. Good cat. Thank you so much for the 20 gifted. Holy. You guys have been so generous lately. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Good cat. What a good cat. Exactly. Also, Lars, thank you for gifting us up to Fake Lars. Hello, Fake Lars. Long time no see. If you got gifted a sub today, make sure you thank them from Fire Tribe, from Good Cat, We also had proximal as well. Very generous people. Second town center here for Vinchester. Only building with 2 villas. Not a lot of urgency there. 33 villagers for him. The villager count would be close to even if Andy hadn't lost 3 villas against these stupid jaguars over here. But he still has the fishing ships. And he's actually tracking the fires coming in from Vinchester. So he's trying to save his own fish. Which is really, really nice. Still ahead on res collected. Still feeling very comfortable here as Andy. Remember, Goths have a better navy. Goths actually... I didn't realize how good the navy from Goths was. I don't like missing out on elite cannon galleon if we're talking about late game. I think they're better than Dromons. But Dromons are a really nice unit regardless. Does the fletching affect this building? It doesn't affect the range on this building. So fletching does nothing for the fortress. Okay. So the fortress is just basically like a castle with bodkin arrow in terms of range. Also, this cog is still cogging. This cog is still bringing in gold. Gotta shut it down. And Andy lost his cog. Unfortunate. Why wouldn't fletching matter? Look, it doesn't... Andy has fletching. It's done nothing for this fortress. So it's just... Fletching doesn't apply to this building. You ask me why? I don't know. I could just say it doesn't apply. And that should be enough, to be honest. Okay, Vinchester's still trying to contest water. The cog is still cogging. Andy still hasn't taken that out, so gold is still coming in here for Vinch. And Vinchester has 3 TCs. So Vinchester is catching up on economy. Andy definitely needs to think about maybe like another 3rd or 4th TC as well. Also, how much do they see? They can see the stones here. Whoever lands in the middle is going to get a rude awakening from all these jaguars. Finch pushing back quite nicely here. Andy only 300 resources collected ahead after having these fish for so long. 3rd town center now for him. Farms just now coming up. Vinchester already has a really good farming eco. I think Vinchester actually has the advantage now. Andy had such a nice position. But Vinchester fought back really, really nicely on water. And Andy lost those 3 villas, which was brutal, right? Absolutely brutal. Do you think this set will finish in 5 hours? I think it'll be like 4.5. Didn't catch the first game and a half. Well, the first game didn't happen because Vinchester won the winner's bracket, so he's automatically up 1-0 in the best of 9. So this is the first game. Andy is fine, maybe. If he can force this into a water battle, he should be fine. And then you're just contesting the sides, right? How much gold does Andy have left on his base? It's actually quite a bit. If he sees that. Which he does. Also quite a bit of stone. Vinchester now around the back here. 58 villas for Andy, 61 for Vinch. Equal eco upgrades, but wheelbarrow is on the way now for Vinchester, and Vinchester had the farm set up a lot faster than Andy as well. Okay. Caravan. Caravan for Vinchester. For the 1 trade cog. Yo, and it's being attacked, brother. He just doesn't want it to die. 10 seconds away. 10 seconds away. Come on. Come on, Vinch. It's faster now. It's definitely faster. It is outspeeding this fire. It is so much faster. And Vinchester pulls that fire into one of his own. However, might be some water presence here from Andy cutting off that trade cock. Doesn't look like it. So Vinch has a couple more trade cogs in the queue. So Vinch is going to keep trading here. If you're controlling water, why not add a couple of them? If you have caravan already, it does make sense. And there's quite a bit of gold to come in with these trade cogs. However, his waypoint is set over on the side here. And Andy is now pushing out from this angle. Wheelbarrow on the way for Andy. Vinchester needs to move his cogs. His cog is bringing 111 gold. These two probably going to this one. I think if you automatically click them here, they might go around this way, which would be bad. Can a Dromon attack around the neutral docks? No. Well, it can, but it won't do any damage. Pretty sure if you make markets next to water, it works for cogs. I don't think so. Pretty sure it doesn't. All right, so they're getting 62 gold. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. That's more efficient than a gold miner, right? Andy now housed at 100 pop. He's massing up war galleys. Just fires for Vinchester. Keep in mind that Hindustanis do not get fast fire. So Vinchester will want to like take control of middle and maybe force this into a land game. They don't get fast fire. They don't get heavy demo. He can go galleon, but he doesn't get shipwright. Costs do. Who do you think will win the Grubby Invitational? I have no idea what that is. Grubby doing some tournament. I saw he was playing chess the other day. Viper and T90 playing in a Warcraft 3 tournament soon. Ooh. Okay. Well, Viper's gonna absolutely crush T90 because Kristen does not do well with any games that he hasn't played for 15 years. Nice raid here from freaking Andy. 3 villagers down. Imperial Age on the way for both. More docks being set up on the center area. And Vinchester is the first casualty of coming towards the middle. However, he's got 4 villagers here, so he shouldn't lose all of them against the Jags. He only loses 1. And the castle is going to come up. Andy going for more docks. Andy wants this to be a water battle for sure. Vinchester wants to focus more on land control. Vinchester continues trading here. The merchant, yes. This is my dock. Reading on the way for Annie. Andy. Should start calling him Annie. Reading on the way for Andy. Handcart as well, so Eco is looking fantastic. 98 villagers versus 100 from Vinch. It's going to be Galleon, which it needs to be if Vinchester wants to fight on water. I think for Andy, it should be shipwright right away, and yes, he has made the decision. He's going to invest a lot into shipwright immediately, but that savings from that and the production boost from that are going to be huge. So very, very smart from him, playing the long game. Also, there's another relic here. I guess there was 5 relics total on this map. Didn't notice the one in the middle the entire time. No one has come out to these side islands either, so it's just focus on the center and on the water thus far. Heavy demo on the way. Shipwright is in. Still no galleon here for Andy. Still no Dromons. He's making his first one right now. Dromons could be absolutely devastating in this area. If Vinchester builds up a big army and then you have like 5 Dromons behind your galleons, damn. Would be very solid. Andy definitely needs galleon though. He's getting chemistry first. Strider, thank you for the 8 months, dude.
Fuck hats.
Oh, he's made the run. Trade Cogs made the run, and like the Millennium Falcon, dude, he just goes right through. Crazy.
Best Canadian beer?
Best Canadian beer? You probably wouldn't know it. We don't have any good beers that we actually export other places. That's the Galleon dock. What a terrible dock to get Galleon from. And Vinchester is going to try and finish it off. He does. He didn't know it was the Galleon dock, but it is. And Andy probably won't realize it for a while. Probably did not realize that that was the dock the Galleon was being researched in. It's going to take him a while. He's wondering, why on earth have my ships not upgraded yet? Why on earth am I still fighting War Galley against Galleon as he now runs into more Jaguars over on this side, and he definitely doesn't realize this is happening. All these villagers could die if he's not careful. He realizes now. Galleon now coming in from a different dock from Andy. Roman's helping him to push this back. He will secure this island over on the right side. Still has fires at the back here, so the trade from Vinchester, well, still kind of going. This time it's going from this way all the way to the middle. Vinchester also attacking the fortress from Andy with his trebuchet from the center. Galleon is in. 130 villagers from Andy. It's elite Golem from Vinchester, so Vinchester might be planning some sort of landing over here. The numbers from Vinch are still superior to Andy's. Demo's waiting, more docks being added, and still very exposed on this area is Andy. Just a couple Golems could be a problem. All right, Dromon's working away. Not a ton of damage, but once you get the massed up, and if Vinchester patrols into a tight spot, could be really, really problematic, right? Look at all that damage coming in. Galleons now making this into a good fight for Andy, but the Golems are here. The Golems are here, and Andy didn't have anything to protect against the Golems, so Vinchester kind of giving up a little space on water, but he's gaining it on the land. Andy's still at 137 villagers, though, and still has the better navy. As Vinchester comes in to try and snipe these Dromons, he does get a couple of them. Dromon's still working away. Gulem's still doing their thing. Murder holes probably useful, and he is getting murder holes. He's also going to try and go for another castle, too. Lots of demos on the way from Andy as well. Can he get some big hits? That's a nice one. That's a really good demo hit. 12 galleons for Vinchester, 20 galleons for Andy, but he's distracted. And now Vinchester going for another castle. Vinchester might even deny this one. 120 villagers now from Andy. He's about to lose. He's going to lose like 50 villagers here in 2 minutes. That castle's going to be denied. Oh my god. He was just at 140 vills. And now he's at 103. And he's going to lose some more. These things are going to get in. The Golems don't really care about the castles. Vinchester doing a wonderful job. Andy just was not prepared for the landing. Still plays on, though. As he should. going to kill a few villagers there. He's also got the TC over here. Trying to get his food eco back up and running. But the golems just keep killing. 94 villagers now for Andy. Question for Andy is like, can he just stomp this and then take control of the water? Because the water is where he's going to win. At the moment, it doesn't look like he has any solutions to the random raids coming in from Vinch. And Vinch can just make enough to hold on water while he systematically destroys Andy's eco at home. Oh my god. Oh my god. 92 vills still from Andy. Good demo from Andy. That was a big boom right there. Huge boom. But this is a disaster. An absolute disaster. That castle's not even going to go up. Andy's trying to build a TC over here. He's down to 83 vills now. He lost the castle over here. See if he'll be able to protect the trebs. More golems are coming out from Vinchester. More villagers are still dying here. And he's not even, like, decisively winning on water either. Vinch is just sending more and more golems over into these transports and bringing them across to Andy's island. 79 vills now for Andy. 103 eco units killed for Vinchester. More transports on the way for Vinch. More golems on the way. This castle might not go down. The hand cannons are protecting the treb from the golems, but I think there's going to be enough golems here to take out this treb before this castle dies. Yep. Treb goes down. Castle stays up. And Andy is cooked. 100 population. It gets max pop from Vinchester. Really well played from Vinch. GG. Vinchester up 2-0. Andy just couldn't get the game to a state where he was only fighting on water. And I think it comes back to that moment where Andy goes for the dock here with the villagers. He loses 3 of them. And it just kind of puts him that little bit behind where he's chasing Vinchester. Vinchester gets a castle age earlier, fires and everything. Andy has to go full water to deal with that. Vinch gets the eco lead. And then Vinchester obviously has the position here to come out and take this middle area. Andy a little bit slower on everything. Good stuff from Vinch, though. All right. 2-0 in favor of Vinchester. Saku, thank you for the 11. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here, everyone. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick today. Still. We're going to make it through. It's a best of 9. Been really excited for this tournament. I've loved every single set I've cast in this tournament. From the T90 official fence canoe drama to the grand finals here. Been really nice. What kind of weird map is this, dude? Nomad start. They each have like their own little island thing here. The custom transport ship as well. And Vinchester's transport ship is stuck in the back. But I don't know if he'll mind that as much because he's got 2 free pawns to fish in. However, Vinchester gets better exploration. I'm talking about Andy has 2 free pawns to fish in. This is not a restart. I think it's just super unfortunate that Andy is stuck in here. Kind of funny. But it's kind of beneficial for him because he gets these pawns. With all the free fish. And it's safe. And he's got another one over here he can take too. Hyper random has water too often for me. I think water, though, like, as long as it's not a pure water map, water makes the map more interesting. It means it's a higher variance in strategies you can go for. If there's, like, a land connector. If it's just islands like last game, then you're just going to play, like, Galley War, right? Those are pretty small fish. Well, you have all the box turtles as well, right? So we have how much food there? 272, 403, 544, 675 plus turtles. It's like 2,000 food in that pond. So he'll make like 4 or 5 fishing ships here. And then maybe come out this way as well. And see, he's identified the crossing. The sheep. Vinchester. Well, he's taken some sheep with his transport ship. And he realizes that there's a big old wide open sea over here. Which Andy doesn't know about. And Vinch still doesn't know about the crossing. It's a weird map, dude. It's just weird. I like it. Britons for Andy, Berbers for Vinchester. Having these pigs with extra value is really nice for Britons if you can find them. And there's more pigs over here for Andy to find. The boars also have a decent amount of food on them. 500, right? So going fast castle on this map should not be an issue whatsoever. Gold mines, decent amount on those, 939. The stones, 344, 378. Not a ton of them. And then if we look at relics, there's 2 relics over here on Andy's Island. And then we have 2 relics over here on Vinchester's. Crossing is unwallable. I think it is wallable. You can build a dock on this, so you should be able to wall on it, right? Adminry? No, this isn't Adminry. Adminries and Master of Hyper Random are only for super egregious things. Like the Andy versus Doubt game the other day where Andy had shorefish like 8 tiles away from his TC in a completely safe pond. This is a nomad start. You choose where to put your TC, right? And honestly, while he does have a pond here, his transport ship is also locked in on that pond. So it's... I think you can make arguments that the map is unfair for both players. Okay, Britons versus Berbers. I think Berbers are just generally the better civ on nomad maps, and just generally the better civ overall. And this is usually the spot where I say but I don't think there is a but here. I think Berbers are just better civ than Britons. And he should delete the transport ship. He should. As long as he has enough pop space, it's fine, though. It gives him some scouting on, like, forward docks or whatever. Might need to hop a villager in there for some reason, too. And it looks cool. Ooh, Andy just saves this villager. He popped out at the front. Dang, dude. That was split-second reaction right there from Andy. They always pop out at the front, man, the weak one. They always pop out at the front. Pretty good vision on how this map is set up, and I think you make the assumption your opponent is over there. I don't know if he lost the sheep or what, but I think it's not a bad idea to assume that your opponent's over there, and you can see he's already walling up here. So he doesn't want Vinchester to come back across this way. Also sees some boars, some sheep he can take. So the fast castle for Andy should be really, really easy, honestly. Vinchester now with 3 fish at the back here. Not super efficient. Neither is Andy's over on this side. Also love to see Andy explore to like the edge over here. That could be nice. And realize he has another pond. Who are you thinking, chat? Andy or Vinchester here? I like Berbers, but if Andy can get like a super British boom going on, and then push back across with like a longbow Treb energy, Big naval battle in the center. It could be sick. Andy? All right. Andy's nuts in your mouth. Okay. 7 fishing ships. Fish trap time. Aha! Nice dock over here from Andy. So he's going to start the boom over on that side too. He clicks up to feudal age a little bit faster than Vinchester. Vinchester will go for the mill. That's a great mill. We have the mouflon. We have the box turtles as well. Really, really nice stuff from him. And a second dock here from Vinch as well. Einstein, thank you for the 30 months.
Meowdy Dave.
Andy is not
Hello, all cat kiss.
on gold currently if he wants to go fast castle. Got the 2 vills loaded up. He is not on gold. He could sell his stone. Seems like a waste, though, especially with the gold right next to the TC. Huh. Also doesn't have enough wood for his building, so it's going to be a barracks for Andy. It's going to be some feudal pressure. Maybe a range follow-up over here. Interesting, and Vinchester is definitely just going fast castle. He has the barracks as well. Andy massing up a lot of food, though, so Andy, he's now on gold. It's just kind of scuffed. It's a little bit scuffed, this fast castle build. There's the archer range for Andy. Little sneaky for him. And Vinchester will go for the stable. Vinchester already saw the wall, so I mean, I don't know if Vinchester even makes scouts here and discovers this range. And he's desperately trying to get enough gold. He definitely forgot to go to gold. He was so used to the trade cart or the trade cog from last game. He forgot to go to gold this time around. And he needs 2 more food and then he can click up. He's up to the castle age. I don't know if Vinchester goes for a scout and actually spots this stuff from Andy. Second range now. Like, this could be really brutal for Vinch. Holy, this could be brutal for Vinch. I love this strat. If your opponent's not going to wall, they're not going to scout or anything, wall up yourself and then sneak a villager over there for sure. Wow, that horse has 283. That horse is a chonker. 283 food. Not bad, boy. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, nice from Andy. He discovered the mill and immediately pulled that spearman back. Immediately. And where's the scout here from Vinchester? The scout is in the stable. So Vinchester has no idea this is here. Has he seen this? He sees it. He sees it. So fortunate for Vinch. So fortunate to see that. And now he's going to pull all the vills away. It's still problematic. But imagine if Andy had like 8 crossbows
Just
coming in here.
in.
Would have been way worse,
What is
right?
that weird unit CA shows that they have?
It's a transport ship. It's like an antiquity weird transport ship that they started with. Thank you, Meaty. Appreciate it. So Vinchester goes for another stable. Some more house walls on the side. And it should just be more spearmen into crossbow. For Andy, unfortunately for him, he doesn't really have the food to get the upgrades for them. But he'll slowly start to work that in. Vinchester's still waiting for Castle Age. So he can go for some knights. I think a monastery here for Andy could be nice too. Monastery could be absolutely huge. Then you hold this position forever. He'll put the wood into a second TC first. And he still doesn't have crossbow. Crossbow or bodkin. Here comes the first knight from Vinch. Villager works its way all the way back here from Andy. Vinchester still no gold. Vinchester no gold. Like, where is gold? His gold is back here, which he doesn't know about. And then he's got a gold over here. And that's it. Plus this one right here. So Andy's done a really nice job cutting Vinch off the gold already. And if Vinchester wants more knights, he's going to have to sell resources for it. Be forced into a TC on this side. Stone walls coming up from Andy. Very, very smart. Doesn't want to get counter-raided. And now going for an outpost as Vinchester tries to look for these very sneaky units at the back of his base. He knows they're around here somewhere. Just where could they be? He also has to assume that Andy's invested in like crossbow, bodkin, but he hasn't made any of those investments yet. He's just been like expanding his fishing eco, going for the second TC, the stone walls, etc. All right, so you see the vills there. You go for crossbow now. Oh, boy. Oh, this must not have even crossed Andy's mind. The transport ship is there because his transport was stuck in the back. Vinchester's transport has been alive and well on this area the entire time. So Andy walls up and the knights are over. And the knights are over. How quickly does Andy realize this is happening is the question. He goes for a market. He wants to, like, buy himself food so he can get crossbow, but he kind of needs a monastery at home. Andy pulls the villagers away. He's going to see the knights here. I think he caught a glimpse of them near the dock. He caught a glimpse of them near the dock. He pulled the villagers away, goes for the quick wall, and there's the monastery right there. Fantastic play from Andy as he tries to go for the stone walls extending all the way to the shoreline. Can he get them in time? Can he get them in time? Can he get them in time? Here come the knights. Andy's just got to pay attention. One more wall here. One more wall. He gets it, dude. He gets it. Let's go, Andy. That's sick. He spotted them from this dock up here. Excellent reaction. Now the knights can just transport back this way again. But still, Andy defends himself. And Andy's also doing quite a good job with these archers and spearmen at the back here without upgrades. And Vinchester taking quite a bit of damage on his early knights with these guys. Vinchester's sitting on 2 TCs, Andy adding a 3rd. Also has a better fishing eco, right? So overall, 600 more res collected for Andy. Got a fire over here exploring. He's got another dock over here with War Galley on the way. So he's interested in clearing up the fish from Vinchester and controlling the water to some extent. And there's still 2 archer ranges over here. Honestly, I think you can make an argument for British cav archers here. Like 6 of them. Just to snipe vills. Like, the upgrades for them. Are not great. But, like, you can make an argument. Brits get cav archers? Do they not? I always thought they did. Is it only Bohemians that are missing them? Or did Brits join that group? I thought they did. You just never make them. Am I wrong? They do get CA. Yeah, did you messing with my brain here, dude? I've definitely made them before. They even get heavy CA. Yeah, they get heavy CA. Oh, that's the wrong tech tree to look at. This one. Alright, so fires are out here. Villager coming over from Vinchester. A very sneaky villager to try and dock this pond. Now, Andy's got the fires here. He's already made the dock there, but the villager is sneaking around this way. And might go for another dock on this side. Great job from Andy to keep the fire galleys patrolling around his ponds. To make sure that Vinchester doesn't go for any of those shenanigans and it doesn't catch him off guard. Another dock over there. This dock's going to go down, but it's got 2 fires and a demo. Andy doesn't have the villagers still alive here, does he? Kind of hard to tell when he's playing orange. He doesn't. Great position here for Andy to hold. the pathing on those fires. They can't figure it out as he sends a villager over to help out the fires. Still a second dock here from Vinchester. Really, really trying to take care of any fishing eco that Andy has so far. And that's a great demo from Andy. He's going to clear this up. Meanwhile, over here, though, Andy's still fish trapping. So he's still doing a great job over there. He's 700 resources collected ahead. 85 eco units against 67 from Vinchester. As Vinch tries to clear up all of the forward production buildings and get his eco rolling as well. Vinchester also looks like he's gearing up towards Imperial Age. 700 food in the bank, 500 gold. Plus almost enough stone for a castle. Demo here from Vinch could have been so nice against all those vills. Here comes the demo from Andy, though. Here comes the demo from Andy, though. It's a decent one. And the monk's rolling over as well. 4th TC from Andy. Vinchester still is not clicked up to Imp. He needs the second building. It's been banking res for a while now. Still no second building. Maybe waiting for the castle first. Farm TC? I mean, it's the only spot you can put a TC, unless you want to go up here. I guess that would have been better. There's a lot of hills around here. Difficult to find a perfect area. The TC for sure. Okay, Andy. I don't know if he's... Oh, he's waiting for Faith. All right. We got some conversions before. I was like, why are these monks just chilling here? They're waiting for Faith. Vinch still is not clicked up, dude. He still isn't clicked up. Like, he's waiting for that second building. He finally gets it. He builds the university. He could have been up like 2 minutes ago. And he just is going up to Imperial Age now, and Andy joins him. Vinch could add like a 2-minute advantage to Imperial Age. I'm not certain what it would have gotten him exactly. But in terms of momentum, it would have been nice. All right, let's take a look at the British tech tree on water. Shipwright, dry dock, full upgrades except for elite cannon galleon. Berbers, they get full upgrades on everything. So I would much rather have Berbers here, and their ships are faster as well. Although the British Navy is not the worst thing in the world, for sure. Wood game incoming. All right, let's take a look. How much wood is on these trees? It varies. 97, 123. These ones have 123 as well. 58. Total wood on the map, 163k. It is not out of the realm of possibility that a wood game isn't coming. Sandy spotted the relic in the back there. He hasn't. Oof. Brutal one. Clearing up this villager is definitely very important, though. You do not want random villagers on your island if you're focused on a naval battle. Andy is going to clear that up. Okay. Well, folks, you still have Andy. Looks like we're gearing up towards a naval battle. And it's going to be Berbers against Britons. Which side has more gold? 12.8k gold. 12.2k gold. Vinch got the relics a little bit sooner. Vinch's eco is going to be more efficient. Vinch's Navy is going to be better. But Andy has the numerical advantage at the moment. Wonder victory. Wonder victory. Could be the play. You're not wrong. Wonder victory might be the optimal play here. And for Vinchester, if you put it back here, I don't know how Andy's pushing that. How about a few trade cogs? What, so you can trade with your opponent? Block printing on the way for Andy. He's going to try and convert some of these ships here. Fast fire is in for Vinchester. Here comes the demo. Andy snipes it down, but fast fire is so brutal here. Even with Bracer on the war galleys, dude. Demo's trying to come in. Castle is helping out against the fast fires a little bit. Andy's trying to wait for Galleon to fly in so he can take care of these ships. Knights are still waiting over here, maybe waiting for this transport ship. That could be absolutely brutal for Andy if those knights get on there. You need like a castle or some towers or something on this side for sure. Galleon is in, so the fast fires have to be a little bit more respectful now. Did Andy get shipwright? He did not. Vinchester's getting it now.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax.
Andy's going for wonder. I don't think you can right now. You have to get all your techs in. You have to have a stable military before you go for wonder. He's still at least like 10 minutes away, probably. Then anyone else remember when Britons didn't get cannon galleon? But Huns did. Oh! 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 Let's go. And again, son. And again, son. Vinchester's POV. His knights are just waiting. Dunna, 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 dunna. Boom! Oh, yeah. Nice. No more raids for Vinchester. Great job from Andy. Can Berbers break longbow werewolf treb? I think if Vinchester still has water control to some extent, they can. Right? Because you never push past this. But once you get like a full longbow mass with trebs, pretty hard to break with any civilization. The problem for Andy is going to be pop space, right? Because he's going to need like 20, 30 ships on the water to protect that push at any given moment. And then you need the eco, and then you need the big longbow halb treb mass. It's like there's just not enough pop space in the game for that. And he's about to discover this relic at the back. Yeah, Vinchester paused to try and figure out what happened to his knights. Maybe. Where are those knights? Where did they go? Shipwright on the way for Andy. Even getting gill nets. There's a nice little fish boom back here. Game is paused again. $87K. Okay, so I think Vinchester has slightly more wood available on his island than Andy does. Which civ has the cooler wonder here? I think it's Britons. I'm not really a fan of the Berber wonder too much. Berbers? Britons have the cathedral that isn't even theirs? Yeah, I mean, in typical British style, you know? If you like something, you just take it. It's super fitting to the civilization. Yeah, it's the most British thing I've ever seen. Yo, Lavrectivada, thank you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate it. All right, here comes the big fight. Thank you so much, man. Demo's coming in. Demo's flying in. Good splits there from Vinchester. Doesn't take a ton of damage from that. Remember, the Berber Navy should be better than the British one. As more demos are coming in from Andy. He's getting a lot of chip damage. Get some good demos there. On to Vinch. Once the demo is used, it can't be used again, though. So it's maybe not the optimal unit to be using here, as Vinchester is just massing galleons and only galleons. Demos, trying to clear up this galleon mass from Vinch. He has to respect the demos. He's putting all his focus on the demos. And the demos are coming in, and they're getting a lot of good damage. And more demos are flying in from Andy. Andy just outproducing Vinchester. 23 galleons now versus 16. Now we have a sneaky little transport. Sneaky little transport. It's rowing. They're rowing for all they're worth. And he's going to land him over here. There are monks over here from Andy, though. So he should be able to see that relatively soon. Villagers have landed. How quickly does Andy realize this? Does he realize this? Does he know? This is important. Stable over here. He's seen it with the monks. He's seen it with the monks. He's deleted his fires at the back here. And he's sending the longbows over to deal with that. So great recognition from Andy. And Vinchester doesn't even have light cap, doesn't even have bloodlines yet, right? Like, in terms of population, 200 population for Andy, 148 for Vinchester. Andy has done a phenomenal job. He should not have the advantage here on water. In fact, he doesn't have the advantage on water. And I think it's just been a better build-up in general from Andy. As the elite longbowman comes in, too. And Vinchester is just falling behind. Completely falling behind. More stables, though. Could be a problem. Barracks now coming up from Andy. Maybe some walls here could be good. Yeah, the eco for Andy. Maybe the fish helping him quite a bit, right? Eco for Andy looking super strong. Tech's now flying in for him, too. Yeah, walls here would have been nice. But at the end of the day, Vinchester investing a lot into this push. And it looks like Andy's going to be able to deal with that pretty easily. Longbowmen are still fairly strong, even though they miss half their shots because of no thumb ring. The base accuracy on these things. It's 80, but it doesn't feel like it. Oh, 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 oh! Jesus! Talk about a way back into the game for Vinchester. Oh my god, probably 20 ships going down there to those demos. They were perfectly stacked up. Andy was distracted over here. We were distracted over here. Vinchester saw an opportunity, and he took it. Andy went from 200 pop to 160 population. Now suddenly the population is even. As Andy focuses on this area over here, he's getting halberdier. Longbowmen and some villagers going down. These longbows are now making their way back over on this side.
Fuck you all, your lives are so
Andy
sad,
definitely
I get
needs
a
to, you know, keep focusing over here, for sure.
Yo.
But at the moment, it looks like he wants to push from this area. Still no trebs, nothing. Just some cannon galleons. Take care of the gate and get the longbows in. The eco from Vinchester. Relic still hasn't been taken by Andy. He sees it. Could hurt him long term, right? Relic income already ahead for Vinchester. Holy, what a demo shot, dude. That just changed the game. Now Andy is falling behind on water. This is what happens when you switch it up on land. Your opponent, you know, invests all their time and energy and new unit production spots onto land, and then you can take back water. But it does mean that they have an army to push you back with. So now Vinchester has to worry about this. Now he has to invest onto land over here to deal with the push from Andy. So it goes back and forth. And then Andy can invest more on the water to take this back. Oh, 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 oh. Boom, dude. Definitely a better trade for Andy. Also, Andy has more ships here, so Vinchester needs to be careful. He doesn't realize it because they're all stacked up. Andy's going to win that fight. Yep. And Vinchester falls behind on water again. Longbows look like they got cleared up by the castle, I believe. Vinchester goes for another dock over here. Andy picked up the relic. Fantastic. Vinchester's still trying to push from this side, but it's a lot of units just dying for free. Andy's still trying to push over on this side. Demos coming in. Nice demo there from Andy. More demos following suit. 14 ships versus 8. And some nice raids from Vinch. Elite Genitor on the way for Vinchester. And Andy losing some more villagers over here. So got to be careful. That's what happens when you don't take care of the stables, right? What happens when you don't take care of this stuff? There's 4 stables over here. Also, no walls. Like, Andy, just a few stone walls. Could have been massive. He's got the stone for castles all over his eco as well. If he finds the time to do it. Looks like right now he's just slowly and systematically trying to clear up all of the docks from Vinchester. So Vinchester is kicked completely off water. I mean, if he's not careful, Vinch is going to start docking over here soon. Really good game so far. Really, really solid game. Oh. Demo's coming in again. He managed it well. Andy managed it well. He could have lost all of it. All of his navy. So good job noticing that. He's still pushing back, and he's keeping his cannon galleons safe so they can take out the docks over here. The Genitor is now trying to clear out these halbs and the longbows as well. On Vinchester's home island, Vinchester goes for more docks, and he's going to be completely stuck in this area. Be very difficult for Vinchester to push this area, or sorry, for Andy to push this area, but very difficult for Vinchester to push out from there. Dude, Andy, please, like, just wall or take care of these buildings or something. This is so brutal. Constantly losing villagers, constantly losing pop space. Sappers now on the way for Andy. He's had enough. I was like, sappers for what? He's had enough, dude. He has absolutely had enough. It's time to take care of these buildings. One way or the other. Take care of these villagers. Cannon galleons still working away behind this. Really great job by those cannon galleons. And we've got the weirdest little naval battle up against the edge of the map. Make a wonder. Wonder could be great. Look at Andy's resources, right? He's completely out of gold. Vinchester still has some gold available. Vinch actually has quite a bit of gold. 3,600 gold available. So Andy spent a lot more of his gold. And looks like a good demo there from Vinchester connected. Andy also didn't collect that relic for quite a while. He's selling wood. He could sell stone as well for gold. He's going for another castle here. Probably assumes Vinchester's going to be out of gold soon, too. And Warwolf coming in. It's very expensive to go for these things when you have no gold. He has cleared this area, though. Is there any gold that Andy can take here? Not really. He's just selling wood. Selling stone. Goes for a few trebs. Has to bring his halbs and his longbows back over here, too. Casbah and siege engineers on the way for Vinchester. Yo, MBL, thank you for the raid. Everyone, welcome in. We are in Master of Hyper Random 2 finals. It's been a good game so far. First game was decent as well. Andy's been controlling most of the game, but Andy is now out of gold. And look at this from Vinchester. Andy has sappers. Remember that. Andy is 2 seconds away from pulling all 26 of these villagers and going directly after this castle. I think that would be very reasonable action to take. He's going to go for a counter castle instead. Not going to attack it. Just pull the villagers away. Lots of idols for Andy. Castle forward goes down from Andy, and I think Vinchester's pulling this back. He has more gold, dude. He has more gold. He's been kicked off of this area over here. He might be kicked off of this gold, which could hurt. But look at the amount of gold he has. 5,000 gold, dude. 5,000 gold remaining. Andy has 0. 0. Andy's played this game so well too. I mean, like, I think it's fair to say he's had the worst civ. T-West AoE is cast in the same game. Thank you. Thank you, dude. Thank you, brother. Thanks, man. Startup guy, thanks for the 42 months, man.
Beers.
Thanks, Pat. All right, how well can Andy hold with no gold? Cannon galleons coming over. There's a navy here. This is a very expensive group of units to lose if you're Andy. Very expensive group of units to lose. He knows he's going to lose them. He just gets the shots off at the end of the day. Also, Vinchester, I think, has more wood on his island, too. As Vinch tries to go for the demo mass over here. Andy really focusing on this because he knows Vinchester isn't. Nice demos there from Vinch. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Very demoralizing series of events if you're Andy. You just lost the castle. You lost another Treb. Even with Warwolf, you're losing the Treb Wars. And Vinchester's got a foothold on your island. And Vinchester still has res for days, dude. Oh, he's got so many resources. Oh, my goodness, dude. Oh, 18k wood just in this little area back here. Andy's going to be running out of wood soon himself. Better map island and better map gen just winning out. Yep. That's hyper random for you though, dude. We only re for super egregious things on this tournament. And better civ too. It's hyper random. Andy had 2 safe pawns. That is correct. Andy had probably an advantage early. So it all balances out. But yeah, Vinchester's definitely going to win this game. Dang. Maybe the turning point with the demos over here. Like 30 galleons going down. Maybe the landing from Vinchester. Maybe the fact Andy, you know, didn't realize he was running out of gold, so didn't push a little bit sooner. He's still in it, though. He's got 160 pop. Still has a navy as well. Vinchester, though, plenty of gold available as Andy just keeps selling all of his resources for gold. Good demo there from Andy. More demos coming in. Vinchester's on top of that, though. He's paying attention. Vinchester also clearing up some of the fish. He's pushing in from this side. There's no resources over there, but still. Andy's got to be careful about that. I just keep looking at the pop. Andy's never going up in population amount. That is a throw from Vinchester. Holy, what a throw from Vinchester. My man just threw away his entire navy. Probably not paying attention. Andy also just lost 2 of his relics critically. Oh, man. It was the only way he was getting gold. That in the market. He just lost 2 of them. Cannon Galleons getting some chip damage. Can't stack up like this against Cannon Galleons nowadays. Cannot stack up like this against Cannon Galleons nowadays. Can't stack up like this against Cannon Galleons, bro. No. Oh, Andy down to 142 pop now. He sells everything for a few extra galleons. He's hoping that Vinchester is out of res. Like, you could see some gold here, but he's hoping that they're gone. To be fair, most of them are gone, but there's still quite a bit of gold remaining. 1,600. And there's quite a bit of wood remaining. Vinch going relic heist. Vinch is going to get the relic countdown. Vinch is going to get the relic countdown once this relic is in. Andy is fish booming. We are T-minus 2 minutes away from having a relic countdown begin. And also, Andy almost out of wood. Here he comes. Vinch can go for a wonder. He can go for the relics. So many signs to Andy that this game is done. Uh-oh. 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 Maybe not. Andy stops it. Andy stops it. And he's going for a monk of his own. Try and take this back. Andy's back up to 180 population. Guilds on the way for Vinchester. I don't think Andy gets guilds, does he? He does have it. Okay, he's had it for a while. Remember when Andy had like 3,000 stone in the bank? Yeah. Now he's got 350. Also, more raids coming in on this side. Grab the relic, though. No relic countdown here. Oh, sir. Vinchester, is he gearing up for a market? Or for a wonder? Just build a wonder back here, bro. Just build a wonder back here. Just do it, Vinch. Just do it, dude. You almost have enough gold. Just do it. How's Andy ahead on score? He's not. KD, probably. Damn, elite cannon galleons, 4 of them attacking that castle. Maybe even 5. 4 of them. Andy can't repair that forever. He has no gold to buy stone to repair that either. He has to go for the fight here. To be fair to him, he does have more ships. But the castle goes down. And hand cannon, hussar on the other side. No wood remaining for Andy on this side. It's time to say goodbye, brother. It is definitely time to say goodbye. Also, cannon galleons. Like, oh, you just can't stack up like that against cannon galleons. Did Vinch start 1-0? Yes. How much wood is still there? Not much. Like, there's still 45k on the map overall, but the majority of it is over on Vinch's Island. And Vinchester wins a comeback victory against Andy. Andy's going to look at this map and not be pleased by the amount of gold over here, but it's hyper random, right? He started with 2 safe pawns. It is hyper random, dude. That's what you get. Lots of techs in that game. Everything flying in there. Katie in favor of Andy, but Eco in favor of Vinchester. And at the end of the day, Vinchester only collected 1,200 more gold, but you can see how much gold Andy had to get from the market. Right? 6,300 versus 3,800 from Vinch. And 2 times the relic gold. Yeah, he didn't get that second relic in early enough. That was the first game. It was decent.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
Get a peta. Thank you for the 12 months, man. Welcome back. It's a year, dude. All right, we wait for game number 3. Thank you for being here, everyone. Odds on a sweep? Well, I mean, he still has to win 2 more games. And the first 2 games have been relatively close. So I think Andy will definitely at least get 1. I'm going to run some ads right now, folks, in between games. I just noticed. Just noticed the pre-roll was about to kick in. Is it random civ or full random? Random civ. It's not full random. I think this is a good civ matchup for Andy coming up. It's 2 minutes. Saracens for Andy, Bengalis for Vinchester. I'm going to go to the washroom. I'll be right back.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
F3:0.
This is a 5-0. Are we going to the lab? We'll see how I feel, dude. I'm still feeling kind of sick. Naros, thank you for the 17 months. Yeah. Bop. Here we go. Vinchester against Andy again. Another hybrid sort of map. This one is very weird. We have Saracens for Andy. We have Bengalis for Vinchester. Got like these little river systems running through the center, and then we have docks on the corner, so we could see trade cogs again. And then some fish on the outside. Doesn't look like there's a lot of food on these fish, but there is quite a few of them. So it could be okay. Meanwhile, in the corners, wow. Like, look at, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 50K gold in this one little area. 50K. And another 50K over here. This could be a long one, folks. Jeez. Meanwhile, res at home. Looks like we got quite a bit of wood on these straggler trees. But still probably worth it to go for a lumber camp. They start with an elite Karambit warrior. The pigs have 146 food on them. The turkey's only 59. Rhinoceros with 556, and then we've got some deer
let's go.
with a little bit of food hanging around as well. Plenty of stone, plenty of gold. Yeah, this one might last for a while. And plenty of gold over here, too. How much gold is on this freaking map? 126,000 gold on this map. 126,000 gold. How many relics? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 relics. Has Andy, like, not discovered the water at the back here? He knows about it. He's just now sending Vil. Vinchester actually didn't go. So Vinchester saw the amount on the trees. So he saw that, like, this rainforest tree, for example, 234, 175, right? So he didn't go for the lumber camp. He went immediately for the dock, which is a good start. But at some point, you will have to eventually make the lumber camp. So it kind of balances out. But Vinchester should be a little bit ahead here over Andy because he saw the tree situation. Are the corner docks visible to the players? Yes. Players will see the corner docks with the merchant on them. I wonder if I click this corner dock like this and then I just select it from this menu, will I still crash? I think I will. Indeed I will. Worth a try. We did it for science. So you can't take those over. You can trade with them. But you can't take them over. Okay, Karambit coming home. Karambit pushing over the center area. This is a really nice area. If Andy were to, like, forward castle drop or something, this could be so brutal for Vinchester. It's like a beautiful little plateau here with both of his stones and a gold. Meanwhile, Andy's base, you know, he's got an area up here that Vinchester could go to, but the rest of his stuff, fairly safe. This much gold available, will we see Mamluks? I mean, Mamluks are like the best thing Saracens can make, so maybe. Karambit's not really the best unit to try and get villager snipes early. I mean, it's 8 damage still, but it's only 40 HP, and they attract all of these crocodiles as they run around. So, like, Vinchester's going to start tailing another couple crocodiles from this side, too. Kind of annoying, to be honest. And here's the here's the moment where we see the late lumber camp versus the early lumber camp. That is a cozy one. Holy, that is snuck right in there. So Vinchester's at 2 fishing ships, right? Andy's already at 3, and he's going for his 4th. And Vinchester just queues up the 3rd. That was because Vinchester got the wood early, got the fishing ships out early, but did not have the wood because he had to make the lumber camp. So he didn't have the wood to keep up the fishing ship production. So that's where it balances out there, and now Andy will scale ahead in resources collected. Andy trying to defend against this Karambit, one of the best villager wallers in the game, and he gets it. But the Karambit goes in again, and oh, Andy walls him in, but it's too late, dude. He almost got him, bro. He almost had him there. Oh, man. That would have been so sick. Vinchester snipes the villager. Andy chasing down this Karambit. And that's a nice little quick wall, but that Karambit couldn't quite stab the other guy in time. These dudes are just going to be running after each other for a while here.
Really smart build when there are no canoes 11.
Yeah. Inani was super proud of that build. When there's no canoes. Nice shot from Andy. Feudal Age on the way for him. I think it's going to be a fast castle for Andy. Vinchester, well, it's already going to be in Feudal Age, and it should be galleys, right? Can you dock block this? Feels like they can always sail around. Doesn't look like there's an area where you can just make one. You'd have to make 2. Yeah, you'd have to make 2 docks to block this off. Look at this guy cosplaying as a villager. Ladies. Ladies. Walls coming up from Vinch. And galleys on the way out. Easy, fast castle here for Andy. It's kind of doing the same thing that Vinch did the first game, right? Andy went up for the fast galley approach, and Vinchester just went fast castle and then fought back with like fires or whatever. This is probably a better map for Andy's approach than the first one was for Vinch's. Just because you can walk the vills over and get like forward docks or whatever. I wonder how much of the map they can actually see. So, Andy has a pretty good idea of what the map looks like. Vinchester does as well. Andy is going all the way over here with his fishing ships. What on earth is this? What? I guess he's going to, like, send a villager for it at some point? Or is he just scouting with these? I have no idea. Castle Age on the way now for Andy.
4 years.
I be calm. Thank you for the 48. 80 months, by the way, for T90. 80 months. That's insane. That's crazy. They have no idea about the gold on the sides. Vinchester does. And I think Andy does. No, Andy doesn't. Plenty of gold here, though, to last him forever. Right? Where on earth? Why are these fishing ships going this way? I don't understand. Andy, I guess, wants to get them to the center of the map here. It's so weird, though. So weird. 4 years? 80 months is more than 4 years. I hate to break it to you. Guess we just don't do math on stream then. Karambit's over here. Villager gets cleared up. Really nice job from Andy. Healed up that Karambit in the TC. Came over with it. Helped her out. Cleared the forward dock villager. Great job. Castle Age now in from Andy, and Vinchester is not even up yet. And War Galley is on the way from the Austrian. So, this fire could do damage to the fish from Vinchester. He's only got 3 of them. And it should be a fairly easy pushback. And what did I say about this area, dude, from Vinchester? This area is brutal. Absolutely brutal. It's a staging point for a forward push from Andy, and it's going to be Monk Siege from him. With the fires still distracting Vinchester on the outside, and the fires are looping around too. And Vinchester still hasn't clicked up. This could be really brutal for Vinch. Really, really brutal. Now, fortunately for Vinch, he is playing as Bengalis, so if he can get to the Castle Age and get monks out on the field, should have a pretty good shot to at least hold. But still a ways away from Castle Age. Still hasn't even clicked up. This wasn't scheduled till last second. I think it was scheduled like 24 hours ago, I think. But it wasn't on Wikipedia until like last night, late. We should have, honestly, we should have had a finals weekend or whatever, but the scheduling for this has been all over the place. All right, Andy's pushing in. Scorpion on the way, Mangonel behind, monks. Still only one of them. There's a second one in the queue now, though. And Vinchester is just all in on gold. Vinchester only has 6 on wood. Even if he wants to go for monks, right? Like, he's going to have to hold this area with walls. Spend wood on that. And then he'll need to spend wood on a monastery, which he doesn't have at the moment. And then he'll have to wait for the monks to come out. He'll have to wait for redemption to come in. This is a fantastic position for Andy. This should, theoretically, this should be like a 3-1 from this position. It's going to be double stable from Vinchester. And I think Andy will get an idea of what Vinch is doing with this converted Ville if he goes back there. He's actually just attacking it at the moment. Second monastery now for Andy. Any scouting information on those stables could be huge. Scorpion's working away on these villagers. He heals up the converted Ville. Outpost here could be nice from Andy. Karambit comes in too. He spots the stable. And Castle Age is in from Vinchester. So he spotted the stable. He knows it's probably going to be Light Cav coming out. And 2 Light Cav are already on the field here. So what is the counterplay for Andy? He goes for a barracks. But he's being blocked by the deer. Vinchester needs to get out here and kill this with the Light Cav before the Spearmen come in from Andy, for sure. Light Cav coming in. Light Cav coming in. Attack rounds from Andy. Not on point. Andy trying to go for the conversions. Misses another attack round. He's got 2 of these targeted for conversions. He only gets 1. And then he snipes it right away with his own mangonels. However, he does convert another one. So it's only 3 monks dead. The siege is still alive. That's actually not a successful snipe there for Vinchester. He needed more than that, man. Because now the barracks is going to go up. Sanctity is going to come in for these monks. We still have the Scorpion. Plus we have this 1 Light Cav over here. As Andy tries to wall in this villager, and he gets screwed over by the pig a little bit. But yeah, the Scorpions are dealing with the Light Cav quite nicely. And GG called from Vinchester. Fantastic job from Andy. He read the map really, really nicely there. 3-1. This staging point was brutal, bro. Like, you can't, I think you can't wall here. If you assume your opponent's going fast castle, it feels weird, but I think you have to wall forward. And maybe like the fast feudal play just isn't it. Really nice job, Mandy. So, 3-1. Gets a civ that he enjoyed. And a map that benefited him as well. So on to the next. Got ourselves a series here, folks. Okay. Game 4, or rather game 3, but point 4 on the way. And it'll be Armenians for Andy, Burmese for Vinchester. Armenians and Burmese. And we have Arena. We've got Arena here with an envoy. And this guy is strong, bro. This dude is strong. 12 attack, 250 HP. And it heals over time. Okay. Burmese against Armenians. Looks like you have 1 boar within the stone walls. 407 food. The goats have 81 and 168 apiece, so that's quite a bit. The berries have 280, so there's actually quite a bit of food here. I'll have to see if there are any extra boars around. Just some penguins over on the side. And a boar over there, but you take your chances bringing that in. You might want to just bring in these boars with the envoy. That's probably the best bet, right? You see a boar, you probably want to just lure it in with this envoy. Finch wood in walls? Nah, it's fine. I'll just wall up on this side. It's not too far away. How much wood is actually on this map? These trees only have 50 and 80? Okay, some of them have 150. So it's 118,000 wood. That's not a ton. What does penguin taste like? I would imagine penguin probably tastes like some sort of worse version of duck. Like some sort of blubbery, irony kind of version of duck. Fishy duck, yeah. Look at this from Andy. He saw 3 wolves. He's got PTSD from the first game, and he tosses down 3 palisade walls. Because you can't see them once they're out of your fog of war, right? So you toss down 3 to let yourself know that there's 3 out there. Really old trick. Any food on the wolves? No. This version of hyper random, I think there's no food on the hunting animals. Can we get a tour through your spectator AoE client? Okay, so this is Capture Age. First thing, you can see the players up here, plus their score. At the bottom, you can see the map name, so it's hyper random. Very bottom. Okay. This is the mini map, which you probably know. The bottom middle. Andy's in orange, Vinchester's in purple. At the top, we have wood, food, gold, stone, and then underneath is how many villagers they have on each of those resources. Okay? Then below that, we have their units. So 13 villagers. If you have a number up in the corner, it's the amount in the queue. 13 villagers, 1 envoy. Over to the left of that, we have the technologies and what stage of the technology has been researched. So these are all the blacksmith techs underneath. These are all the eco techs at the top. And then ballistics and bloodlines. If those are lit up beneath, it means that that stage of the tech has been researched. We're still on a pause here, so. Admin re, no wood inside. What? Tree called an admin re. Okay. We're going back. I don't know about that one, but. No wood inside is a legitimate reason. A legitimate reason. Arena can be boring anyway. I mean, that arena was going to be interesting. Please read handbook in full to familiarize us. Handbook says immediate res within sight of the TC. So I suppose that would include lines within the walls, but it's up to your interpretation, right? What are the re-standings at the moment? Vinchester used to re the very first game. Do you think casters are more aware of the handbooks than players in general? By the end of the tournament, I think so, Sato. At the beginning, fuck no, dude. In general, I am only aware of things in a handbook because someone has broken the rules and then we have to figure it out in like one of the qualifying rounds, dude. At the end of the tournament, 100%. We start with an Elite War Elephant. Welcome in here, folks. We have a really, really interesting map. What on earth? We got some aqueducts as walls? That's actually sick. Look at this. What on earth? Yo, that's dope, dude. Looks like they have no melee armor on these things. That's so cool. So we have a walled off map here. Oh, that looks so cool. What on earth? And we have an Elite War Elephant to start things off. Then we have some fish in the center. A lot of fish, actually, in the center of this. And 2 random pawns on the sides as well. So Vinchester playing as Chinese. Freaking Andy playing as the Poles. One on the left looks like some hot tubs. They do, dude. Like, you can almost see someone just chilling in here, right? This is an elite war elephant. That is... Oof. Yeah, we're going to be here for a while. Villager coming out from Vinchester to get an extra hit on the elephant so that he can win the battle and keep this elephant alive. Remember, these elephants are only valuable until Castle Age when a monk comes out, and then this thing is getting deleted. Oh, Andy has more HP. Andy has more HP. Just go for it, dude. You can snipe that villager 2 shots. It's dead. Doesn't matter how much damage that villager is doing to you. Yeah, and now you still have the HP advantage. Recalled by Vinchester. No! No! It was before 4 minutes. It's a legitimate re. Oh my god. Why you gotta do that to us, dude? Why you gotta do that to us? It's a good re, but he's completely out now. There's 2 re's a person. Best of 9. This should be forbidden. No, I mean it is what it is, dude. It is what it is. So we get another generation, and this might be a re for Andy. You never know. Robbed us of a cool map. It was a cool map. How many restarts per players? 2. Vinchester's completely out. Andy hasn't called one yet. Reason? He just lost a villager there. And it was before 4 minutes. Alright. Burgundians versus Mayans. They start with an archer range, and we have monks. Double monks. With cool little hats. Interesting. 4 range only on these monks. And they're fast. They're extremely quick. So Andy is Omega House. Was Andy just like not playing there? So Andy started him with Mayans. He got Loom, and then he had all of his villagers just taking in food. So he's completely lost his villager advantage early? I don't understand.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax break.
Literally did Loom into no house into Loom.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think this is a restart here for Andy. Don't love this Civ matchup either. But Andy, ooh, Andy is actually pulling in 2 boards, so maybe not. Unless he loses this vill. Yeah, it's... Okay. I'm super confused here at the start from Andy. He's trying to pull this in. Vinchester coming over. Vinchester coming over. Can he not convert? Can he not convert? He's trying to block the villager. He doesn't want to convert the vill, maybe? Andy just healing up his villager from behind. And I guess he can only heal, so he can't. This is weird. I don't know. This monk can only heal, I suppose. Do boars lose aggro if the villager is converted? I have no idea. I think they shouldn't. Okay. Well, 2 monks here from Vinchester. Not going to be able to stop this boar coming in. We are approaching the 4-minute mark. It has not been a smooth start whatsoever for Andy, but he did get one of those boars in it. It had like 500 food on it. He might like this Civ matchup as well. I don't know how he feels about it. In terms of the map overall, we've got these berries are a bait. These berries are a lie. It's 49 food on each of those. Not very good, but tons of boars around. Some more boars over here. Take a look at the golds. Lots of gold. Lots of stone. Corners looking kind of cool, especially this corner. This might be one of the best corners I've ever seen. Reaver Archer range is kind of big for mines. That is true, yeah. And Andy walling up. Too late for the re. We can't go for the re. So Andy is stuck with the Mayans here. And Vinchester, well, no more boars to take, at least in the immediate vicinity. And he might actually run into some wolves, too. Like, where is he going with this villager? He's going up for this boar? Brother. He's going up for that boar, dude. There is... I mean, the vill could survive because the monks can heal, but there are some obstacles in the way of that boar, dude. Oh my god. Here comes another one. And remember, these wildlife heal over time. So it's going to take like an extra hit on average. As Vinchester tries to save this villager, he can heal it up with his guy. If he gets enough time, there's another wolf coming in. There's another wolf coming in. Will he heal in time? There's going to be 3 of them. Can he out-heal the damage from 3 wolves? This dude is fighting for his life. I think he can. I think he can. I think he has. I think he has. This man is fighting for his life, and another monk comes along, and Vinchester is going to 1v4 these wolves. How much damage did this dude take? Holy... 120 damage taken. 116 dealt, and he just walks away like the biggest Giga Chad you've ever seen in your entire life. As Andy comes forward with a villager to try and lame the berries from Vinchester. Andy is just simply healing this villager because he knows the monks are over on the other side, and he's going to 1v3 vills. This is the greatest push of all time. But here come the healers from Vinchester. This is sick, dude. We should have these units more often. Vinchester now bringing the boar back. You don't even need to block it, dude. You can just heal the villager. And Feudal Age coming in for Andy. Vinchester not even close to clicking up. Like, this is... Taking that boar early was amazing by Andy. He's going to spot this villager now. Andy's going to try and block. He's going to try and block. This dude was moonwalking. Now Andy's taking the boar. Now Vinchester's trying to get it back, and he does. Got to be careful with these monks, though. Healing up this villager again. She's taking 120 damage. Archers will be able to come out right away for Andy because he's got the range here. So archers immediately. Now, I think the archers will still take a long time to kill these things because they have 4 pierce armor. So they take 1 damage from archers. That's a 70 hit unit. Plus they can heal up the villagers. I'm not sure how much damage the archers will realistically do. Vinchester is still just chilling in Dark Age. Crazy. Andy is housed, though. Andy's entire attack hinges on this one villager. And Vinchester is trying to wall up with 6 vills at the moment. 7 vills at the moment. He knows the archers are coming. And he's committing for them. And Andy needs to make sure he doesn't get these guys walled in. Vinchester's trying to wall him in. Vinchester walls him in. Vinch walls him in. He's trying to trap in the monks. He's trying to trap in the monks. The archer is here now, though. And now he's going to try and out-damage the healing from the monks, but it's... The stoppable force versus the movable object here. Nothing's happening. The archer is being healed as it's being attacked by the villager. The villager is being healed as it's being attacked by the archer and the villager. The monk is being healed as it's being attacked by the double villagers. This villager is being healed as it's being attacked by this villager. But this guy finally goes down. There's only so many monks. There's only so many monks on the field. And a tower now going up from Andy. And Vinchester just needs to run away. He's going to complete the wall, but these monks will be broken out. Great play from Andy. That's just something I've never seen before. I love it. First blood, indeed. Horse collar now on the way for Vinchester. Could have gotten that in Dark Age when he dropped these 8 farms earlier. Resources collected. Still ahead for Andy because, like, the idle time from Vinchester has just been insane here. Another villager down. Gonna get to the point where you can't really heal up all the damage being done.
UFC.
AoE UFC indeed. I wonder if you can grab the relics with these monks. What are we thinking? Do you think you can grab the relics with them? Could, like, angle towards Castle Age, get all the relics now when you have map control, and then go for the relic victory. Doubt it. Okay, so Vinchester gets to feudal age. There's no possibility of a fast castle for him. It's second range skirmisher. Can you check the monk's name in-game? I mean, it's just going to be monk, right? Oh, Chand Bardai. Okay, so it's not monk. It's Shand Bardai. It's a hero unit. Yeah, I know that guy. Is he a good guy? Alright, so Andy just ignoring the skirms. He's going to heal up the damage done. And to the same extent, Vinchester somewhat ignoring these archers. He's going to heal up all the damage done to his vills. So Andy needs to realize at some point that continuing to push here is probably not viable with these monks just chilling. Man, these things have been insane. Like, all of these units just have so much HP healed off of them. Taken 132 damage. They're full HP. Yeah, pushing out here is probably not a wise decision at all. And he just needs to escape with these monks if he can. And he does. Andy is now on stone. He's thinking about Castle Age. He's definitely thinking about a castle at some point. But the skirmishers are out here. Might want to just fight these off with the villagers. If the monks aren't here to heal, that's a massive advantage for you. Castle Age now on the way for Andy. Vinchester will know that Andy is thinking about a castle drop because he sees the amount of villagers on stone. And there's no tower follow-up to this. Archer's now coming over. Not super worried about the skirms because he can just heal up the vills. I've never seen healing used more in a game than this one right here. The monks aren't forward from Vinch. So Andy will just whittle away the HP on these guys. Gotta be careful though, Vinch might snipe the archers down. Probably fight with the villagers too, if you can. Barracks now on the way for Andy. Didn't have one of those before, so adding in Eagles was tough, right? Because you started with the range right away. Normally, Eagles would have been good here, but didn't have the barracks. Can you see how much a unit is healed? Like you can see damage? No. What you can look at is damage taken. So, for example, oh, I can't see it on this dude. But you can on, like, this villager, right? So this villager has taken 265 damage. And full HP. This is the vill that was fighting before, or easily. That has to be the villager that was soloing before, as Andy gets to the Castle Age. And goes for his siege workshop. And goes for another barracks. And starts making eagles. Vinchester, thinking about clicking up here. Getting close. But still 2.5 minutes away once he does. Yeah, that would be a cool feature, Addictive Me, but Capture Age isn't really adding extra features to their program anymore. So, I wouldn't, you know, hold my breath for that. Alright, I wonder how much damage the Eagles, if they even do get bonus damage against these monks. Because they are hero units, right? I don't know what these are classified as. Skirmisher Archer Army pushing around this side. Could be dealt with like a Scorpion, or maybe just a Skirms from Andy as well. Mangonel now pushing forward. 1.5 minutes away from Castle Age's Vinchester. Now he's housed, which is unfortunate. And he's been walled out on this side. Andy should be able to clear up this army. Has to keep the monks nearby so he can heal up the Eagles. Once he's got the monks to heal up the Eagles, he's fine. I'm surprised he hasn't just taken care of this. Yeah. This is not the greatest clear up ever from Andy. It's kind of underwhelming, the effort here, but he's pushing on the front side. Vinchester's going to get to Castle Age, though. Andy is ahead by 1k res collected already. Army's still at the back. He's lost track of it, too. Oh, God. Dude, Andy. We just need to clear the army, dude. There's still a hole there. There might still be one. I don't know. Armor's now in for the Eagles. He's going to send them in one by one because he's distracted. And now he's pulling back his units here. He almost has enough stone for a castle. Almost. So we see the skirmishers finally loop around this side. The Eagles should be able to clear this up. And finally, Vinchester's annoying little army here gets cleared by Andy. Vinchester trying to snipe this last Eagle. He doesn't get it. Castle here could be real good. Real good. If he could get it like here, that would be devastating. I don't think he'll be able to. More walls are probably needed from Andy, and you can see he's walling up there. Still a hole over here, though. It's still a weird little hole through this side, too. Definitely going to prioritize defending this area, though. That's where his gold is. That's where his stone is as well. Did lose one monk. But I think it's a fair trade to stop the early pressure from the light cav. And he takes out another light cav. And these guys are weak. These guys are really, really weak. And there's the castle from Andy. Doesn't know about that TC yet. Might want to reconsider if he sees that. And he's going to pull his army over before he commits to the castle with the villagers. Maybe. This guy starts to build. This guy starts to build. So he lets Vinchester know he's going to be building that castle. It's within range of this TC. Andy does not know about the town center yet. Town center starts working away on the villas. He can heal them up with the monk from behind. He can try and take out these light cav with the eagles and the spearmen, as his monks are not taking bonus damage from the light cav. So that's what we were wondering before. Will they take bonus damage from the eagles and the light cav? I think the answer is no. They're not taking any extra damage. And Vinchester doesn't even bother going after those. They're just healing up everything from behind. And this castle is weirdly just going to go up. And the TC will go up after it. 44 villagers for Vinchester. 48 villagers for Andy. Hard commits to the castle. And the monks are still alive, dude. The monks have just been the MVPs of this game, for sure. I don't even know if he loses this guy. He does. One of them goes down. But look at this castle position from Andy. It's so good. Such a good castle position. Light cav roaming around this way. Andy. Walling in front of the TC could be great. Also, walling here could be great. I don't think he knows about that. This is going to be a disaster if these light cav get in. Fortunately, the wood line is walled. But still, that's so annoying. Meanwhile, though, speak of disasters. Could be a problem for Vinchester having this castle here and maybe a follow-up castle over there if Andy goes back on stone. The raids have been really nice for Vinch, right? Like, what is Andy going to do to deal with this? More eagles at the back, maybe? Just hope that Vinch runs into his TC? Don't know. Nice dodge there with the monk. Still has to take care of the light cav, though, and that light cav does take out the monk, and the final hero monk from Andy goes down. As he runs in here with the eagles. The raids are still a problem. And he should probably get the walls up. It's 54 villagers for him. 53 villagers for Vinchester. And Vinchester seems like... He seems a lot more stable here in his economy. And he's just all over the place with the villagers. He's ahead in res collected. But the worker efficiency in the last few minutes for him has just not been good. The castle is very nice. And the ability to make plumes is very nice. But losing 4 villagers is not great at all. The Eco KD just firmly in Vinchester's favor. How many relics does Andy see? Doesn't see any more. His scouting is also... Oof. Almost worth it to send one of these eagles and just take a look. Oh, putting that TC within range of the castle? Ugh. And 11 villagers garrisoned in that thing? When there's no attack happening? Also, ugh. Cavalier is on the way, though. For Vinchester. Castle Age Cavalier. For 4 of them. Vinch, you gonna run into your own mangonel shots here? Or what's going on? Okay. Ballistics on the way for Andy. Monk's behind this. Andy, can he dodge the attack rounds? Nice attack rounds from Vinchester. Takes out 2 plumes. Decides he can't go yet, though. We need more of everything from Andy. More plumes, more eagles, more monks, more everything. Plumes are on the way. More walls as well. He finally did wall this area. Still hasn't walled that. And good house wall there to prevent the monk from going down. The light cav still get through, though, and they still snipe the monk. He loses one of them. That's a very frustrating loss there for Andy. The more monks that go down, the more effective your cavalier are going to be if you're Vinchester. Can these monks pick relics? The monks right here from Vinch, I don't think they can. God, putting that TC within range of the castle is not great at all. From Vinch. Oof, Andy, stop, dude. You gotta stop this, man. Oh, God. Loses another 2 plumes to attack ground. Gotta delete that. Doesn't delete it. Nice conversion there from Andy. He's thinking about another castle. A castle here could be brutal, bro. And he is going for a castle there with only 4 villagers. Only 4 villagers making that castle. 3 mangonels coming over. Why only 4 vills? We don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. Cavalier now coming in. Trying to snipe the mangonels. He's spotted them at least. Andy now going for some snipes with his own mangonel. He misses completely. And he misses again. And that castle is going to be denied. What on earth is going on, Andy? Why are we only making that with 4 villagers? Just delete it and go for it somewhere else. Does Vinch see other golds? Yes, he does. Also, Andy, doesn't have this area scouted, right? Aha. This might explain it. He's being raided at the back. He has to deal with this stuff. He knows now there's a hole over there that Vinchester has found. He's trying to go for this castle now. Vinchester, though, pushing forward with the mangonels. He's trying to snipe them with the eagles. Why commit to this castle? It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. Hero monks. One of them goes down. But Andy loses more plumes. Andy is falling apart here. Absolutely falling apart here, folks. What on earth is going on? Why is the question. We had such a good position. Castle's at 91%. If this thing goes up, it's good. It's still going to be very low HP, but it's good. And it will go up. And Vinchester needs to abandon that. And suddenly, maybe we have a decent position again for Andy. Castle on the farm. Snipes another mangonel. Going to snipe the TC. Maybe he can explore a little bit over on this side, which it looks like he's doing with the spearman, and find this gold and find some areas that he can wall Vinchester off of. He's also thinking about another castle with 2 monks coming forward to support, and this time more than 4 villagers. Castle right here could be brutal, dude. Come on, Andy. Just put it down. Let's go, man. My guy doesn't care. He's in. Takes out the mangonel from Vinchester. Going after another one. Doesn't quite get a shot off. That mangonel goes down, but all 3 monks are targeting the cavalier for conversion, and that castle is going to go up. And, well, if Andy spotted this gold and stone, it would be huge. Still, he's cutting off the middle of Vinchester's base. He's killing plenty of villagers. Takes out the mangonel as well. Castle goes up, and Vinchester has to move all the way out here. There is so much damage to be done if the plumes come back here, too. 26 villagers on that wood line. This TC is about to eject a bunch of villagers. 5 cavalier only for Vinchester. Andy has no chill. He might even be placing another castle soon. And Vinchester even having to deal with wolves in the middle of his eco. Forced to repair so many villagers in what seems to be a lost cause over here, just to buy yourself time. Rams now coming out from Andy. He almost has enough stone for another castle. And now he's going for outposts. Now he's going for outposts. If he saw this earlier, he could have walled that off and done a lot of good work there, but outposts will help. Outposts are never a bad thing. Rams now coming in from Vinchester to defend the ram push from Andy. As the Cavalier are back here and Andy needs to run again. Still doesn't see that golden stone. $81 bills for Vinch, 83 villagers for Andy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is what we were waiting for. 25 villagers here. Oh man, this is exactly what Andy wants to see. This is exactly what he wants to see. Villagers going down. Vinchester now into Andy's base with the Cavalier. They're targeted for conversion zone. There's a Cavalier chasing there. Ugly gold still for Andy on this side, but plenty of villager kills for Vinchester, and Andy's even trying to wall this off. He's trying to wall this off. He's trying to block the vills. He's trying to block the vills. They can't get through. Vinchester's trying to chop the tree so the vills can get through. Andy walling off the villagers, and there's a castle there, and they are stuck. They are stuck. Andy with the quick walls on this side. Gate, house, castle, gate, plumes, ram. There's nowhere to go, dude. There's absolutely nowhere to go. Look at the eco KD. It is going up and up and up for Vinchester. He finally figures out he can actually delete his own lumber camp. Oh my god, what a revelation. And he escapes with 2 villagers. GG call from Vinchester. Andy takes a win. What a amazing map. Super fun game. Really fun game there with the monks and everything at the beginning. Very unique. And Andy really took advantage of that one. So the comeback is real here. 40 plumes created. 12 monks. Total healing. We'd love to see that. There's no way to really calculate it. It's sick, though. Even after the castle shenanigans here, it must have felt so nice for Andy to win that. Okay, 3-2. All right. So it's going to be game number 5 here, but, well, point number 6, game number 5. And it'll have Andy playing as Japanese and Vinchester playing as the Vietnamese. I hope this final ends up like the last final. The previous Master of Hyper Random was a best of 9 going to the 9th game between Villessa and Tato. That was sick, dude. That made me fall in love with Hyper Random, that set. It was so good. And I hope we keep getting quirky maps and really cool Civ matchups as well. Remember, Andy still has 2 Rees remaining. Siege Tower start. Let's go, dude. We saw this between Doubt and Tato. It was a double TC, double Siege Tower start. And this time it looks like they just start with a Siege Tower as their scouting unit. Plenty of boars around. Andy playing as the Japanese. Vinchester playing as the Vietnamese. And, well, Andy is starting way closer to these extra boars. This might be... Is this admin reable? Look at how many boars are here, dude. Look at how many boars he has. Vinchester's got 2 rhinos. Vinchester's so far away. I mean, he can still walk down there and get these, but Andy is just generally closer. I don't know. It's on the borderline for me. It's on the borderline. Anyway, let's take a look at the other aspects of this map. It looks like there's... How many relics? 7? 7 relics. We've got quite a decent amount of stone. Gold, well, some more gold in the corners, and I think quite a bit of gold on the map in general. 44k. 34k stone as well, and then plenty of wood, of course. The chat hive mind is in overdrive. Yeah, I mean, like, the thing about Hyper Random, we've said it before. I'm going to have to say it a million times again. You only re for, like, very serious issues in the map. So these boars are definitely closer to Andy. I think a lot of players would argue for a re here from their perspective, but, like, from the Hyper Random spirit of the tournament perspective, I mean, is what it is, dude. That's what you get. It's just simply what you get. Bod Canero, yo, thank you for the 10 gifted, brother. Let's go, man. Thank you so much, dude. Got gifted a sub today. Make sure you thank the gifter. We've had some very generous people the last few days. Siege Tower roaming around for Andy. He's found Vinchester. Vinchester already knows where Andy is. And Vinchester is going to miss these 3 boars at the bottom. You will see the 2 vills from Andy, though. You will see the 2 vills coming forward. And I think Andy wants to target this berry bush. And he can actually hop in and outside of the siege tower to make this villager rush even more dangerous. Yo, Jimmy! Thank you for the 10 gifted as well. Dude, let's go, bro. Thank you so much. What on earth just happened there? Did someone just lose a... I knew I heard something. Andy was a little bit too distracted with the villager war, I think, folks. My man just lost a villager against a rhinoceros. And it's actually better to pull in these boars than it is the rhinoceros because they have more food on them. Loom now in for Andy. Bring the villagers back in the siege tower. And he doesn't even have time to do the garrison trick with the TC or anything. He's just going to shoot that down. Meanwhile, Vinchester will discover the boars over here. And Andy's going to try and lure in these boars with a siege tower and a villager following after him. Oh, this is bold. Oh, this is very bold. And now Vinchester is blocking the siege tower with his own siege tower, so it can't come and try and save this villager. Andy is now going to come block the boars a little bit and going to keep luring these in with the Weakville. He'll chase her around. And then hopefully he can just take care of this stuff without losing another villager, which it looks like he can. Great play from Andy. So much food available for him. But Vinchester, arguably having a better start here, right? Definitely more calm, collected. Actually, maybe not. He doesn't have any food. He doesn't have any food to go up. Definitely not a better start. Hang on a second. In terms of efficiency, definitely better. In terms of res collected, definitely better. But, like, how is he going to make his way to feudal age? Meanwhile, Andy's just got all the food in the world under his TC. Ah, the duality of map generations. I see. Where's my army? Thank you for the 5 gifted as well, bro. Thank you so much, man. Andy is feasting, yes. Yes, he is. And he still has a rhino left over here. And he's going for the full wall on this side. Still open over on this side, though. So he's going to have to explore that with the siege tower and make sure there's no holes. Vinchester going for a wall off on this side. It's honestly, it's not the worst thing in the world for Vinchester. I mean, you look at all this food and you think, okay, Andy's got a crazy advantage here. But, like, the last few years has really brought me around to respecting farm income more. People used to fight so hard over hunt, and they thought it was the be-all, end-all. And theoretically, it should be, but, like, look at this. Vinchester's still more res collected. Vinchester's going to have his farm set up. He's going to have a nice, stable economy. The hole is still there. Pho or sushi? Pho every day. All day. Otter AOA, thank you for the 7 months. I can enjoy sushi if it's very good sushi. From like a very good restaurant. Mediocre sushi is just the worst. Mediocre, any level of pho is just amazing.
The big 5-0.
And Dangle, thank you for the 50 months, dude. They're both top tier, though? Double layer wall. Smart. From Andy. Unfortunately, there's a hole over here, so it doesn't matter, but going for a single layer wall against siege tower is a bit much. Is sushi a salad, though? Sushi is a ravioli. Okay, Feudal Age coming in for Vinchester. And look at the res collected. It's still even, dude. People need to start respecting farms more. And just a stable eco. Instead of all the craziness. You go for that craziness, you get the hunt, but at the end of the day, the farms are still looking pretty good. Now, Andy will be able to click up to Castle Age right away, so there's a benefit to that. But remember, he brought in like 8 extra boars with like 400 food each. No possibility for FC, though. I mean, he's still going to go up to Castle Age at a respectable time. A similar time to Andy. Nomad, yo! Thank you for the 5 gifted as well. We just completed another level of Hype Train. Nomad hops on the Hype Train. He has the ticket. Thank you so much, dude. This always gets me, man. Siege Tower pushing in a gazelle. Get over there. So stupid. I mean, theoretically, they should run from like a big wooden tower thing, but it just seems weird. All right. Castle Age coming in for Andy, and Castle Age not too far behind for Vinchester, and the res collected is even. Even. After all of that hunt being brought in. Even. Cultivated, thank you for the gifted sub. Once again, thank you guys. Nomad. Appreciate it, brother. Also, where's my army? Jimmy, Bodcanero, thank you guys. I've been enjoying the finals. Been nice. I hope you have too. Vinchester not going on to stone, so Rattans, maybe not his thought process. Maybe it's going to be something like I moonwalked for quite a bit. Cav archers or crossbows or just a boom, potentially. Andy discovers the hole over on this side. I think if you see this, you want to wall up here, actually. I don't know if you want to wall back here. There's gold there. There'd be gold in these hills.
Your lives are so sad, I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
Guy who says 14, thank you for the 20. Yatalista? I definitely butchered that. Thank you for the prime. Oh, he's going to wall here, and he's going to keep the Ville on this side. Aha. What's the plan here, Andy? What's the plan? Second. Third TC. Vinchester. Still only one archer. Ah, load her in the siege tower. And then... And then... Maybe he's just trying to make Vinch paranoid. He's got one unit in the siege tower. He lets Vinch see it, and Vinch is like, oh, shit. My man's thinking about coming in. Mind games. And now Andy brings it back. Oh, my God, dude. He is just trying to make him paranoid. He is just playing mind games with him. So he brought the villager all the way over there just to play some mind games with Vinch. And now Vinchester, instead of sending the army up this way, he sends the army this way. He's just like, what the hell's down here, dude? Kind of sick. Kind of sick. Should be a forward siege workshop, though, from Vinch. And Andy's going to need something to deal with this. Does have the siege tower to scout this. He brings it back. And he's got the 3 TCs as well. And he's already got the siege workshop with scorpions on the way. Nice split on the villagers. Surviving with those monks. Coming out from him too. Could get redemption. Unfortunately for Andy, the only gold he's taking is right there. Does he see the gold over here? He does. So he can take these if he needs to. Some walls up here would probably be a good idea as well. Like use your stone right now and just wall all of this stuff. Anonymous, yo, thank you for the 5 gifted. Damn it, another layer on the hype train. Uh-oh. Monk is spotted. Conversion does not come in. Good push here from Vinchester. He just runs right in with the Cav Archers. There is another TC there, though. And he's also pushing over here. So Andy getting a little bit greedy here. Trying to go for eco, as he so often does. And Vinchester attempting to punish him for that. Vinchester taking out 2 vills. 48 vills for Andy. 38 villagers for Vinchester. Got the Cav Archers over here that might get cleared up by the Scorpion. He's got the Cav Archers over here, but Andy, 0 on gold currently. I mean, he needs to secure this gold somehow. He's going for more farms. Going for more vills. 52 vills against 39. What does a hype train do? Level 8 hype train, guys. Sick, man. Let's see if we can get it to level 9. It hypes. Andy is on stone with a lot of vills. Dude, just go out to the gold at some point. Just secure the gold somehow. He's selling everything for gold. Now he's trying to defend with mangonels. Like, it feels like every Andy game is exactly like this. If he's not monk siege pushing, he's just sitting here and he's defending against some early castle push while he just builds vills. Commissar, thank you for the 5 gifted. Jimmy with another 10. Yo, it hypes. Dude, it absolutely hypes, bro. That is the Commissar and Jimmy. They're hyping. The train keeps going. It's not doing anything, but it keeps going. Lawler with 10 as well. See? We're level 10, folks. 10 for 10. Thank you, Lawler, so much. Look at Vinchester pushing in with 2 mangonels right here. The hype train is going, and the game is heating up. Andy is only 11 villagers ahead. Only. At this point. He finally stretches out for the gold. Dodging like a Shravamsha here. It says you have a sub, brother. So maybe you didn't dodge quite as well as you thought you did. Yo. Verectada, thank you for the 5 gifted again. That's 10 on the day from you. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Brother. That's what I'm talking about. 3 mangonels and cav archers. 3rd TC from Vinchester. Wes, thank you for the 2 months, man. Welcome back. And Andy trying to hold. He almost gets a shot off against the mangonels. Excuse me for all the thank yous and everything I need to make, but we got to cast this game, dude. Andy's trying to get his 3rd win in a row. Vinchester really not interested in giving it to him. Andy finally has villagers on gold. In terms of res collected, Andy's still ahead. In terms of villagers, Andy's still ahead. But Vinchester has all the pressure. Can Andy clear this up? He takes out 1. Andy takes out the villager. 1 mangonel down. Still a mangonel on the field and 1 in the queue from Andy. He's got gold back here. Does he know about this gold? No, but he knows about the stone. There's a lot of gold there. There's 5,300 gold in that pile. Andy comes in again. This is where he shines, man. These Castle Age battles, trying to hold on. Lord Lumber, yo, thank you for the 10 gifted as well, dude. Thank you so much. You guys are so generous. You can stop now. I'm trying to cast the game. This is serious business, okay? We need to disembark from the hype train. Wow, Mangonel Wars. Vinchester gets one. Vinchester's about to get another one, too. Andy's got to be careful. He's got a Scorpion in the queue. That's not the unit you want. Now he's housed. 85 pop. Meanwhile, Knight comes over here, kills 1 villager only. Another Mangonel coming out. More monks on the way. 77 vills for Andy. 60 villagers for Vinchester. Nice attack round there for Andy. Oh, God, dude. And he almost takes out 2 Mangonels from Vinch. That was so close. Does take out a Cav Archer. Can he take this Mangonel? He accidentally attacks the outpost. Yo, Chiripa, thank you for the 20 gifted, bro. Oh my god, if you got gifted a sub today, make sure you thank them. Holy, this game is intense. The hype train is intense as well. And another Mangonel taken out. Andy's doing it. Maybe. Full clear on Andy's Mangonels. There's only 1 Mangonel from Vinchester remaining, though. Chiripa, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. And he keeps making scorpions. He keeps making freaking scorpions, guys. Another siege workshop from Vinchester. He's not giving up on this position. Andy almost has enough stone for a castle. Vinchester building up towards a castle as well. Can Andy come over here? He sees the TC. Can you possibly go for a castle to mix things up over here? Crack eggs. Thank you for the 5 gifted, bro. Thank you so much. It hypes. Oh. And people are dodging a lot. Knight's coming in now for the Mangonel. Good Mangonel shot there from Andy as well. Scorpion following up from behind. It's enough to clear the Mangonels, but remember, double siege workshop now as Andy. Oh my god, dude. No more reinforcements from you. No, you are not allowed to enter. His wall has been broken, but he just fills the gap with a siege tower. That is so big brain. And Vinchester's like, why can't my reinforcements get here? I just can't figure it out. Why are they going all the way around the other way? So now it is simply a siege workshop and a single mangonel. Attacking from this area. Thorben, thank you so much for the gifted, dude. That's crazy. Charipa, thank you. Who else do we have? We had Where's My Army? Crack Eggs, Lord Lumber. Levrek, thank you. Lawler as well. Jimmy, Herr Commissar, Anonymous, Nomad. Oh. Boys. This game's just heating up, too. 105 villagers for Andy. He's got a 20 villager lead now. And the castle is going over here. And now we have to start asking ourselves. We have to start asking questions. Right? Who is the better Civ late game? If we have enough stone, I feel like it might be Japanese. Octopodi with the 10 gifted. Thank you so much, dude. Depends on the stone count, yeah. How much stone do we have? How much stone is back here? 6,669? Japanese. Japanese. Oh boy, you just keep making towers, dude. Get all the tower upgrades. Keep making towers. You got some Trevs, you got some Samurai. If you can settle it down over here and take care of this area, which it looks like Andy is, should have a pretty nice setup. He just needs to get this wall up because Vinchester will keep coming over there. Siege tower about to go down for Vinch. It'll fold like a wet piece of tissue paper. Oh my god, 2 HP. Come on, bro. Just let it die. Mickey, thank you for the gifted sub as well. Thank you for all the support today, guys. You guys have been insane. Not just today, the last couple days as well. Can't afford more. Don't worry about it. Your means. I don't need your money. At least not today. Also, there's some extra stone and gold, like way out in the edge of the map where I believe neither player has explored. Like Vinch hasn't seen it. Andy hasn't seen it. They have no idea that that's down there. Okay, so let's see how Andy approaches this. Vinchester does have wheelbarrow and handcart. Andy's just catching up on that. And it looks like Andy is going into cav archers first. Neil, thank you for the 5 gifted, bro. Dude, YouTube's gonna hate this, man. It's gonna be me thanking people that can't even see. They don't even know. They don't even know about Neil, dude. Who doesn't know about Neil? YouTube people. We all know about Neil. Not you, Paradox. Neil with hair. All right. Cav archers coming in. The cav archers for Japanese should be a little bit better than Vietnamese, right? It's a tiny little bit better in the endgame matchup. I mean, Vietnamese will get more HP, but the Japanese ones get +2 attack for every attack they do. It should balance it out. But Holio with 69 gifted subs. Dude, I told you guys to stop. I don't even know how to react to this. We're trying to cast a game here. Cav archers versus cav archers with villagers and a siege tower and some knights and stuff. And you give me 69 subs? It's ridiculous, dude. It's extremely nice. All viewers will be subs soon. I'm seeing a lot of subs in the chat. You are correct. Thank you so much, dude. Ratton Archers now being added from Vinchester. This is nice from Vinchester. Look, he's walling off the extra res at the top. He's realized what's happening up there. He knows there's stone and gold over there. But Andy can see this gate, and he's going to be like, hang on a second. Why do you have a gate on that side? So that might force him to ask some questions. Imperial Age in from both. 30 seconds away for Andy. 40 seconds away for Vinchester. Towers now coming out from Andy. Guard tower on the way. Leather archer armor on the way. And a forward castle as well. Vinchester kind of stretching out this way. No urgency on this castle. Only being built by one villager. But Holio, thank you so much. Pantless, thank you. I get the sub. Appreciate it. And more villas coming forward for more towers. Is Yasuma in? It is not. But it doesn't matter at this stage. Just got to get the towers up. Then you can get the text for them. Don't know why Vinchester just deleted that stable, but he did. Hog. Okay. Thumbring on the way. Trying to delete the farm, maybe. Why no villas on that massive stone pile? This one, he's got some. And he's found the gold. And he has an outpost over here, too. Skyhawk, thank you for the 5 gifted. Level 15 hype train is insane, dude. I didn't even think... That's crazy. Imagine all the amazing benefits you guys are going to get from that hype train. Just thinking about it. It's crazy, dude. Okay, so Imperial Skirm. Imperial Skirm. It's a very strong unit against Cav Archers. However, with the tower stack that Andy's going to have, the Skirms can't really push here until all the buildings are taken care of. And it's Yasuma and Kataparuto at the same time from Andy. He's also trying to push in here. He knows that there's a stone there. He knows the Vinchester is up here. He doesn't know about this stuff, which could be really useful later on as the game is paused. And finally, okay, thank you everyone in the pause here. Thank you. It means so much to me. You guys are so generous. I know it's probably just for some hype train meme in the chat. It means a lot to me. Thank you for supporting what I do. Now we go back to casting the game. Keep on the way from Andy. He's got 2 trebs in the queue. He's got 2 on the field. Tiny Will, thank you for the prime. Welcome in. Bombard cannons for Vinchester trying to push this back. But one of them gets domed, dude. It feels like bombard cannons are just taking L's against trebs lately. Feels like trebs are just the counter to bombard cannons. And Andy is doing a great job repairing these. Needs to repair the one in the middle. He doesn't quite. Skirmisher's now pushing in. He's just attacking the TC. He's not attacking the bombard cannon with the trebs anymore. And he loses another one. But this guy's about to get absolutely domed. Hits the tree instead. He's about to get absolutely domed. Hits the tree instead. He's about to get absolutely domed. Hits the skirm instead. And the trebuchet goes down. Good defense from Vinchester. Vodkin Arrow, thank you once again. Thank you. Thank you. Villagers now stretching out for the gold and the stone on this side. Andy still has so much stone available. I'd love to see towers down here. I'd love to see more towers at the front. Arrow slits coming in for him. Architecture could be great too. You know, Japanese don't get it, I guess. They only get masonry. I didn't know that. Hoardings could be nice as well for the castle. All the defensive formations. Technologies, everything needed. Elephants coming. Ooh. Paper money on the way. Are elephants actually coming, though? I see a couple stables, but I don't really see any upgrades for them at all. Vinchester might just want to push with Bombard Cannon Skirmisher and Rattan. 212 subs is insane. Thank you so much, guys. What we're talking about. Super generous. Bombard cannons with siege engineers. But we're against trebs here, and the trebs from Japanese are just going to keep chasing these things. They're just going to keep chasing them down, dude. And it's not like Andy is super limited on gold either. There's gold for a long time. Andy has the patience to fight a battle like this, dude. And he can just pack up in between bombard cannon shots and get out of dodge. More towers coming up over here. Vinchester's gold and stone down on this side, and the tower push is happening from Andy. Still plenty of stone available here. And look at this. Andy's even snuck his way around this way. And he's walled this area off. That is sick. That is really, really nice from Andy. He goes for the fortified wall, and he's going to set towers up on the wood line from Vinchester over here. Elephants are coming in now from Vinchester. Andy teching into infantry upgrades. He's backing away. There's a lot of towers here, but these elephants are very beefy. 420 HP. What a cool matchup here, late game. And he's going to have to play really patient. Oh my god, dude! How on earth did you hit that shot, brother? What the f... My man had NASA. He had all the mathematicians working on that one. Oh my goodness. That thing went up to the sun and then came back down. Bullmeister, thank you for the 20 gifted, bro. And look at the towers work, even against these elephants. Towers, cav archers. Elephants don't stand a chance, dude. The castle falls down, but there's still 9 towers behind this. And the Trebs are still alive because Andy's playing so patient. Andy's getting the halberdier tech now. Make army? It's really tough to make army when you're going for towers and stuff and having to manage the Trebs and stuff. It's really, really difficult. Could use something down here, though. How much gold does Vinchester still have? Quite a bit. Quite a bit of stone as well. Gate wall here from Andy. Halberdiers are on the way out. Once the halbs are in, this push is going to struggle. Vinchester's trying to take out these Trebs before halbs are on the field. And the halbs are here. Vinchester has a really good pushback here. A lot of bombard cannons. 7 bombard cannons in the north. He's got 1 in the south. And he's taken out all the towers. Andy hasn't paid attention to this area for a while. He's just now shifting over a Treb. Making some more towers in here as well. He's got plenty of stone, and he's cleared up the elephants. And now he can come out to snipe these bombard cannons. Because there's not many skirms. They all died to the towers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's worth it. Oh, that's so worth it. 7 bombard cannons killed. 7 bombard cannons killed, and the siege tower is somehow still alive. 1,500 gold gone is insane. And maybe even this Treb as well. Treb goes down. More towers being added from Andy. Even a double tower stack here from Andy. We see the Trebs from the Japanese going crazy mode on the Trebs from Vinchester. Andy's going to pack them up and leave again. Elephants just can't catch up. Still a lack of halbs here, but the ram is actually soaking up the fire nicely. As Andy tries to get all of his technologies in for the halbs. Still, there's a lot to do, right? Still hasn't found the time to gather that relic. Trying to lock down this area, trying to push back on this area. Trying to defend this spot over here. I mean, if you continue it this way, Vinchester's going to run out of gold. Not soon, because he has paper money, 3 relics, and 6,400 gold down here. But, like, eventually, he's going to run out of gold. Look how much stone Andy has. 52 on stone. Okay, 52 on stone is maybe not necessary. 150 villagers? Oh, my goodness. You could even justify, like, a 20 Treb stack. Treb is going crazy in defense. Getting attacked by the bombard cannon, though. Takes out the Treb. And now it goes down itself. Does the tower take out the bomber cannon? The answer is no. Look at this. Tower is even along the wood line here from Andy. Takes out another bombard cannon with the Treb. How many bombard cannons have gone down here from Vinchester? Another one's about to fall. And without bombard cannons, with the towers pushing forward, the halbs behind, and the cav archers here, I mean, it's going to be really tough for Vinchester to hold this position. That's where all of his production buildings are, too. 5,000 stone in the bank. Time to make more towers. For sure. Castle goes down. Bombard cannons. Dead. Another one. You better run. You better run, buddy. Oh my god. What a frightening push this is from Andy. This is nightmare fuel, dude. Look at Vinch's POV. This is terrifying. This is the Japanese right here in all their glory. We just need samurai and it's complete. He's got you're right, it's trench warfare, dude. He's got artillery, he's got emplacements. He's got walls. Like, look at this from Vinch's POV. How are you supposed to push that as well? So well played from Andy. Oh my goodness. Vinch can't get anywhere close with the bombard cannons. And the odd elephant that makes it through is just going to get slaughtered by the towers. Production building's going down. And he's going to try and target the bombard cannons. This guy's dead. Yep, that guy's dead to Trebs. That one's dead, and that one's dead too. 4 bombard cannons sniped by the Trebs. Oh, Vinchester. What do you even do here, brother? 6,300 stone in the bank for Andy. Unbelievable tower Treb play. This is not easy to play for Andy. No. I dare you to try and go play this exact same strategy. You have to micromanage so much, at least early. Now it's a little bit easier because he's got the full setup and Vinchester's running out of steam. But like earlier when he kept having to pull the Trebs back, there's so much to do. What if he got to 80 imp skirm? Then Andy just sits behind his towers. Snipes everything with the Trebs. Well, Ram's coming in. Andy is going to just defend with towers. Vinchester attempting to push on this way. And Bombard Tower was coming in for a second from Vinchester, but he canceled it. Cavalier. Japanese Cavalier. It's probably a good choice from Andy if you have the gold. Not certain about the food eco, but Cavalier will deal with the Rams quite nicely. Also deal with the skirms as well. The Rams trying to get through here. Vinchester running out of gold. Running out of gold. He does have paper money. He's got the relics, but running out of gold. Bombard cannon. It's the last one left alive. Never mind. It's dead now. Krebs still pushing. Towers still farming. 73 kills now on the towers. Remember earlier when we were having the discussion about which civ is better? And then the immediate question was, how much stone is on the map? 7,000 stone in the bank. I think we have our answer. $7,000 stone in the bank for Andy. Can Vinch mine gold once this one runs out? I think he's completely out of gold other than that. Yeah. It's a Treb stack now for Vinch. He's going to try and Treb down the towers from long range. The bomber cannons have not been working. He's got 3,000 stone in the bank. And the Trebs, so far, the Trebs have been working for Vinch. Trebs have been doing well. Andy still has not discovered this area. How much gold does Andy have left? Got that. He's got that. He's got this one, tentatively. And what a ridiculous setup we have here. Just a complete Treb war for both. And he needs to retreat. Good job from Vinch. He made a ton of Trebs. He's got himself a Treb stack. Oh, man. If he were to scout this corner. I mean, look at that. 4,000 more stone. OMG! Andy is not scouting the corner. He is wandering the corner. That's a lot of resources. And Vinchester has just begun the pushback. A one villager wonder. We'll look back there in 20 minutes when it's complete. And look at the Japanese Trebs go. They're taking out some of the Trebs here from Vinchester. The Light Cav are coming in. The Light Cav don't even snipe anything. Maybe one Treb. The tower's absolutely killing all of that. And look at the population fall for Vinchester. He just lost 30 pop in like 20 seconds. More Trebs attacking on this side. Andy still has this area locked down. The gold is about to run out here for Vinchester. Onager on the way for Vinchester. Maybe considering a cut or something. But look at this. Vinchester, that was an ill-advised push. Maybe spurred on by the wonder being built from Andy. Ill-advised push. Vinchester is down 40 population. And the Trebs are pushing forward now. Good use of the Cav Archers this game, too. Andy still has 5,000 stone in the bank. Vinchester still has 3,500. Still have no idea about this, both players. And look at the castle now from Vinchester as he chops his way through, and he's going to try and contest this top area. And he's still got some gold up here, too. 720. 2,200 stone there. And at 170 pop, Vinchester's like, I've had enough, dude. I've had enough of this. GG. Well played by Andy. 3-3 in our finals here. Love to see it. Come on, that was winnable. For Vinch? I don't think that was winnable, dude. He just ran out of gold. He was out of gold. Still had some in the bank, but like if you can't beat this with an 8 Treb stack and the army that he has, I don't think you're beating it now. How many kills on the CA and towers? Well, the Trebs have 21. The CA have 60, and these towers have 67. How far did the Vil get on the wonder? You can see it at the bottom here, 5.6%. Dang, dude. So good. Stone collected 10,000 more for Andy. I wonder if that wonder actually made Vinchester push in like that. Maybe not. I mean, it was still a long way away from being completed, right? 3-3 though. Cultivated, thank you for the gifted sub. Once again, thank you everyone for the gifted subs that game. That was insanely generous. If you got gifted a sub, make sure you thank the gifter. Failed to download match content. Yeah, we'll restart my game. Thank you so much, guys. Countdown timer starts. Legatus. Or Legatus. Is it Legatus? Legatus? Legatus. Or Legatus. Legatus. Legolas. It's definitely not Legolas. Okay. 20 seconds away from our next match. Ethiopians against Spanish. Ethiopians for Andy, Spanish for Vinch. I normally think Spanish is one of the better civs on Hyper Random, but we've seen the blues quite a few times. FED, thank you for the 37, dude. Years in a row. Here we are. Also, shout out to chat for not complaining about orange versus purple. This entire set, I've liked it. It's been a good color combo. It's been nice. Shout out to all the homies in chat. Okay, so Spanish, starting with a mule cart. Looks like we have a land map here. Against Ethiopians. From Andy. Looks like they also start with a pavilion, which is good for your opening build. Andy, seeing if he can push in the deer. Gazelle. He can't. They also start with a horse. Looking at the res, we've got some water buffalo with 93 food on them. The gazelles only have 47, a bit of a bait, right? The geese only have 36. The javelina has 478 and 231. So standard hunt resources anyway. And then the berries have 194. So there's enough food. Maybe not enough to go straight for like a fast castle if you're the Spanish player. But there's enough to get you to feudal age, for sure. Also, relics on this map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As far as I can see. And then gold and stone supply. Well, this 3 tile has a lot of gold, but this one does not. And then stone supply, decent amount. Andy's going to come forward and take the hunt right away. And go for a really early barracks. Andy has really low elo? What? 2k6 is really low for you? Jeez. Dude, man, you got some high expectations. Well, I'm 3k? All right. Okay. Let's take a look at the wood. 58 only on all of these palm forest trees. Wow. The jungle has 99. There might not be a lot of wood on this map. 202k? Right, that's a decent amount. But the wood lines will be exhausted fairly quickly. Look at this early push from Andy. He takes the hunt. Now he's going to go take some wood with that mule cart. And he's going to send the militia immediately across. He might run into the lions, though, which is incredibly unfortunate for him. If that happens. Also, he was housed there, which is also unfortunate. So the militia are going to be a little bit delayed. Which civ do you prefer in Imp? Open map? Spanish, probably. Water map, Spanish. Closed map, Ethiopians. How do I build strong credit? Great question. I don't know. Uh-oh, Vinch. Uh-oh, where, Vinchester, where on earth are you going with this mule cart? Where on earth are you going? The militia are hunting this down. There's a lion there as well. Uh-oh, things are about to get really messy here for Vinchester. Lion's chasing the weak villager. He needs to fight that first. Loom is on the way, and here come the militia as well, and Andy's going to try and block this weak one. He sees the weak one, but the gate comes up from Vinchester. That's a really sick gate from Vinch. Really, really sick gate from Vinch. Andy's going to continue to try and block this with the horse. But Vinchester is clicking as fast as he can. Vinchester might not be able to move this vill. It's not moving a single tile. Andy is blocking it. Andy is blocking it. He's trying to block the wall as well. Vinchester's trying to get the wall down. The militia is here. Loom is in. Does Vinchester get the wall down? He doesn't. Great job from Andy. Stubborn from Andy. to get that villager. Vinchester's on the way up to feudal age. Andy still chilling in Dark Age. Some excitement early here. Andy has won 3 games in a row, by the way. This is a hell of a heater he's on. What on earth? That is a lot of gold on it. That's a lot of stone on it, too. Andy is on an absolute heater here, folks. He's feeling it. You ever thought of being a part-time auctioneer? No. No, I haven't. I've thought about being a full-time auctioneer. To be honest, I just don't think it's in the cards. I think in order to be a full-time auctioneer, I would need at least 2 more chins. I'm working my way towards that. All right. And he's still applying pressure with these militia. Going for the big walls as well. Big walls for Andy. Loom is on the way in. It's in. And now feudal age is coming in behind that. Andy's found himself a villager. Might be able to kill this. Might be able to kill this. Vinchester's trying to escape. He's got the house wall here. Can he kill the militia in time and then escape? It's going to be close. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. He's blocking the way. Get out of the way. He doesn't get out of the way. It's this guy right here. This dude. He's at fault. Don't keep picking berries like, hey, where are you going? Don't keep picking berries like there's nothing that you did. Killed him. Murderer. Big walls coming up as the scout rolls in. Will Andy be in time? I think he will. I think he will, dude. I think he's going to be just in time. Yep. Full walls, so the scout doesn't accomplish much, but, I mean, a lot of effort put into walling this up for Andy. He will have enough food and gold, I believe, to go fast castle, because he is Ethiopian, so he's going to get 100 of each. Maybe food might be an issue, but gold's definitely going to be good. And once he gets to Castle Age, is a different question, right? Like, what on earth do you do once you get to Castle Age? And Vinchester, I love this from Vinch. He recognizes Andy is full walling, and Vinchester is going to go for a tower push. Now, Vinchester is going to be in feudal age for a very long time, but a tower push against a full wall opponent like this is really devastating. You get into the walls so quickly, and then they have to make a decision. Like, do they wait until Castle Age is in? Do they invest in feudal age? Their eco is going to be trash. That's for sure. As Andy queues up another villager, might want to unqueue that one, brother. And Andy will go for a gate and a house wall. Does the gate stay up? It does. But it doesn't for long. The gate goes down. Tower here from Andy. He's trying to hard commit onto that. Now he's trying to wall behind all of this stuff, and he gets the house wall up. I don't know how long it's going to stay up. Probably wants some walls around this tower as well to prevent it from being battered down. Scouts don't engage here for Vinchester, and the tower is up from Andy, and he still hasn't clicked up to Castle Age. Dude, why are we still making villas? Just try and get up to Castle Age, maybe. You're sitting there with 650 wood or food in the bank, and he's still queuing villas. Villagers have been pushed away. Scouts are still in here. The spearman is coming back, though. And he is now buying food. Minute of vital TC time for Vinchester, so his eco is not great. And Castle Age is on the way for Andy. Scouts are stuck. Actually, a really good response from Andy so far. You'll see the second tower coming up from Vinch. And now, He's out of berries, so the food supply is not there at all for Andy. As Vinchester comes in, he's going to snipe a villager. Remember, Andy killed 2 villagers early from Vinch. Vinchester now getting 3 villagers from Andy. And it's a double tower stack against a single one. But we have 7 villagers idled from Vinchester to make this work. And he's about to be in Castle Age. He will get 100 food. He will get 100 gold when he gets there. The question is, like, what do you go for? Does he just go for a siege workshop? Does he go for an extra TC? He doesn't have the stone for that. Ooh, nice job from Andy. To keep this weak villager alive. Does he keep this one alive is the question. Spearman coming over. Trying to block now with the mule cart, which he does. And all of the villagers kept alive there. Really, really creative play there from Andy. Castle Age is in. Couple more villagers on the way. And does he buy 100 stone for a TC? That's the question. Pikeman automatically comes in for Ethiopians. Scouts get through the hole in between the mining camp and the stone. And now the tower is gone. What is the plan from Andy? More scouts are in on the wood line here. Great play from Vinchester. He's all over Andy at the moment, but he's still in feudal age as Andy buys stone, and he's going to go for a TC over here. Villagers coming in for Vinchester. It's going to be another tower. It's still not fully walled here. Still open. Still open here, Andy. Floppy, right? And Vinchester is going to see the wall has been deleted. He's going to see the TC as well. And he goes for a house wall. There's nothing he can do, I think, about that TC with the pikeman here. But at least he knows the second TC timing from Andy. Back at home, Vinchester's eco looking all right. No horse collar on the farms, but still looking okay. He has to start thinking about Castle Age. And once he's on the way to Castle Age, well, you've got 300 stone in the bank, right? So the answer as to what to make should become fairly obvious with Spanish. Castle into conks. Oh, that's really bad from Finch. Oh, that's really bad. This thing is so weak. He could have just killed that earlier. Scouts going down. Any loss of presence around Andy's base is really bad for Vinchester. You don't want him to clear this up for free. You want to keep this position so you can go for a forward castle. Two minutes away from Castle Age is Vinch. Goes still looking okay. Stone count looking decent. He had to sell some to get up. And Andy, well, still losing villagers. So frustrating to have these scouts wandering around this entire time. At this point, though, he's more focused on clearing up this stuff. And that drives Vinchester off of this stone, actually. So Vinchester just has the stone at the back here. He's not going to be collecting here. And Andy, I guess, didn't have enough gold to repair that mangonel initially. Goes for more attack rounds. Trying to save this mangonel as well. He garrisons the TC and the scouts need to run away. Great micro from Vinch. Good micro from Andy to save both of these mangonels on this side. And he deletes that? Or was that killed by the tower? I guess it was killed by the tower. Castle to range both TCs. Well, the villagers are coming forward. He's definitely thinking about it. He's going to have to buy it, though, if he wants one. He's going to have to buy it. One scout goes down. Monastery goes up from Vinchester here. Andy trying to kill the scout, trying to repair the mangonel, and Vinchester has made it incredibly difficult. Great micro with those scouts. Just keep harassing Andy over and over and over again. And there's the castle. Not 100% sold on that castle location, but hey. He's got the towers over here blocking this off. And then the castle to somewhat attack this TC over on this side. Has Andy scouted the bottom corner? He has scouted this thing. 1,200 gold in that. It's decent, right? More stone over here too. Hasn't scouted that though. And Vinchester is phenomenal scouting. Andy knows about the castle now. Mangonel comes back out for this tower. Still cutting off the gold and the stone on this side. Remember, this gold has a lot of gold on it, these 3 tiles. 3,200 still left over. So Andy doesn't want to give up this area too cheaply. Vinchester could theoretically get all the relics too. Here, 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 here. There's none in Andy's base. Like, he could get them all, and he's got amazing scouting. So he knows where all of them are except this one over there. And monks coming out from Andy to deal with the conquistadors. Ethiopian monk tech tree. It just misses redemption, right? Redemption and block printing. So it's not great, but it's not terrible as well. How much gold is there? There's quite a bit on the map overall. In terms of gold that Andy has easy access to, there's not a lot. Just this one. Like 3,000 over there. And then this one's 1,200. Skirms. Regular skirms from Andy. Elite skirmisher is on the way in. Conversion's coming in. He gets one. Another monk gets sniped down. But the converted conquistador takes out a unit. So Vinchester a little bit stalled out here. Andy can take his time and start thinking about expanding this way for another TC. But look at this. Outpost from Vinchester. Fantastic scouting from him. That's relic number 2. He's on the way for this one as well. Unfortunately, that monastery is pretty far forward. So if the countdown starts on that, fairly simple to take it out. Vinchester almost has enough stone for another castle, too. A castle here could be brutal. In between these 2 TCs, and I'm not certain that Andy can do much about it either. I don't think Andy can stop castle 2, no. If you just pull all of these villagers and put a castle here, like, I don't think he can do anything about it. Be honest. Vinchester actually goes in. That kind of surprises me a little bit, but maybe he realizes that Andy's just got very little in defense. He almost have enough for a castle. Like, just keep the army over here on this side, and then send the vills forward. Here we go. Mangonel kind of blocking it a little bit, but other than that, should be a really good setup for Vinchester. Goes for an outpost. Wants to take out this farm. He wants the castle, like, right here. He's going to have to take out the farm and then place the castle. Or he just places the castle anyway. Skirmishers are here, but the mangonel is there as well. And he realizes what's happening. Sells everything to buy enough stone For a counter castle here, we have the conchs, we have the mangonel. He sold the barn to buy a castle. Spanish villagers working away. More villagers for the Ethiopian player, though. Andy hopping in and outside of the TC is trying to kill the mangonel as well. Both castles are going to go up. This heavily favors the player who already has a castle. The player who doesn't have the resources threatened by that castle. And the person with 25 on food, or 31 on food now. Rams now coming out for both players. Petards on the way for both players as well. And Vinchester is still on stone, so we could even think about another castle at an off angle. It's also got the conquistadors inside this castle. Villagers are dying for Andy. 3 villager lead now for Vinchester. Andy is on this gold here, which is, you know, has quite a bit of gold for only 1 tile. Still doesn't feel comfortable enough to come out and take this one, which doesn't have that much, to be fair. And then has cut off most of the gold supply that he had, which is these 3 tiles over here. How many petards? 4 petards for Vinch. 2 rams. It's only 3 petards for Andy. Three relics for Vinchester. He knows about this one too. He could grab it. GG called. Yeah. He's bringing back this relic. He was going to grab this relic anyway. GG called. Well played from Vinchester, especially with the scout micro. The scout micro was filthy, man. He was just roaming around Andy's base the entire time, and that little sequence with the mangonels and baiting him into the tower and stuff was really solid. You could tell Andy was just extremely uncomfortable. Also, great decision to come forward with the towers as soon as you see the huge walls from Andy. Really, really solid. You know as soon as you come forward with the towers, you basically resign yourself to the fact that you're going to stay in feudal age for at least like 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 more minutes, maybe even. And you just got to take that hit and hope you do enough damage to your opponent's eco, which he did. So, one more game to win the set for Vinchester. It's been a great set so far. And Andy still has 2 of his Rees remaining, I believe, right? Vinchester is completely out of Rees. What's the meta? There is no meta, dude. It's hyper random. There's no meta. It's random civs, randomly generated maps, random resources. You just got to wing it. Freaking Andy has the Lithuanians. Vinchester has the Franks. I think Lithuanians should be favored on hyper random. Definitely. And what a map gen we have here. So, similar to the first map that these guys faced off on, we have 2 separate little island areas. There's no crossing this time. Vinchester has his own little back ocean area. But I would say that Andy has the better civ for a hybrid map like this. Take a look at the resources. This is not an admin re, even though we have like the closed off area back here. It's not an admin re. Because Andy has one too. Let's take a look at the resources. So we've got Javelina with 400 food on it. We've got some Zebra with 190. You can push those in with the skirm. We've got another boar over here with 200. Smoke monkeys in the corner with 54 food on them. And then some turkeys here with not a lot of them anyway. Only 29 food on that guy and 133 on this dude as well. Having Lithuanians on this map is going to help out so much. You also start with a mule cart too. So you don't need to invest into the lumber camp. Andy can just get the fishing ships out immediately. In terms of value on the fish, there's not a lot. 105 on the snapper, 162 on the tuna. It's enough to keep you going early, but fish shouldn't be that big of a deal as time goes on. How many relics are on each island? 1 for Andy. 2 for Vinchester. Is there one? Usually there's one that I'm missing. There's 4 relics. Ah, it's by the gold. So 2 for Andy, 2 for Vinchester. Let's take a look at the berries here. 166. Gold pile is insane. There is 8,400 gold on this pile alone as Andy is losing a villager against the boar. Andy, bro, thank you. At least he had loom. Vinchester just now going for the dock, and he's going for the dock at the backside. So he's going to have safe fish here. The fish is going to be very far away, though, like extremely far away, and not a lot of value on that. So overall, making more than probably 5-6 fishing ships doesn't really make sense unless you're planning on fish trapping to a serious degree. We're just going to have to wait, dude. Let's wait and see what happens here. Andy has 3 fishing ships out already. So technically better economy, although more res collected by Vinchester thus far. And Vinch actually was forced to go for the mill early before the dock. Yeah, backfish is safe for Vinchester at the moment, yeah. Very similar to game 1 for Andy. Feudal Age on the way already for Andy. Ooh, this will be rough if he goes water control. I mean, he's not going to find anything to hit. He probably will go water. But he will. I mean, it will give him decent map control, so it's kind of like, I don't know. It's a plus minus. Good thing and a bad thing at the same time. Right now, he's just really tired of running into crocodiles as he's trying to push in the gazelle. Remember T90's old event, the wolf gave very fast food rate? You're talking about, I know which map you're talking about. It had the gold in the middle. Yeah, that was a weird scripting thing. Old versions of Hyper Random had wolves like that would give food. This version doesn't. I think it was Jaguar Pit. That's what it was called. Yeah, Jaguar Pit. There was a bunch of iconic games on that map. Joke's on Andy. If he had just stopped pushing that and come over here, we would have found some nice little boars to take. So Andy goes for Fire Galley. And Vinchester is just going for more fish. But like I said before, like this fish is going to be gone really, really quickly. Your ships are going to take a very long time to get out there. And they're going to exhaust this food supply quite fast. Pretty sure this version can have food on wolves sometimes. I thought so as well, but I have not seen it. I haven't seen it in all the hyper random games I've cast so far, and I've been looking, dude. I haven't seen it at all. So I just assume that it can't. Does capture rate show it? Yeah. US saw it? Okay, then it's just very rare. I think I just saw Vinch eat the croc food this game. Did he? These ones don't have any food on them. Yes, he did. Maybe it's just a capture age bug. Maybe we should look inside the game. 0 food on the Crocs. How does Andy have a mule cart? They started with it. All right, so Market Blacksmith coming up from Andy. He's got the fires patrolling around. And he's even got a fishing ship, so he's looking here. He's looking for the dock from Vinchester. He wants to see how the map is set up. He knows Vinchester did dock, because you can tell by the score, if nothing else. And I think you figure out that there's a back pond here. If you don't see anything from Vinch. And then the question is like, what do you do? Do you land forward? Vinch has no presence. Feels like you can get away with landing forward. And Vinchester is just, oh my god. Vinchester is no hesitation. Immediately going for the fish boom. Like the fish trap boom. So he has 13 fishing ships. He's already adding fish traps here. He's got an outpost over here so he can stop the dock from Andy. Andy's got 9 fishing ships of his own. He hasn't added any traps yet. And Vinchester has no shame, dude. Immediately into the BF-style fish trap boom in the safe pond behind. Hey, Kanu, thank you for the 41 months, man. Thank you so much, dude. Can Andy see any of Vinch's relics? Andy cannot see any of them. No. Oh, one of them. Andy also has a safe pond? Yeah. Yes. Got 3. Transport ship for Andy. I think a little monk siege push could be in order. Vinchester's still in feudal age here. Vinchester is just bloating crazy amounts of food now. He needs the second building, though. He's waiting for the blacksmith to go up. By the time the blacksmith goes up, Andy's almost going to be in castle age. Vinchester will need to click. Castle age on the way. It's a good setup for Vinch, man. Andy's going to send a villager over here. I think a dock over here would be really smart, right? Vinchester's also going for a dock over on that side. Because he realizes that Andy's probably on the water out here. He's actually going double dock. Let's see how quickly Andy can spot that. Might patrol back over here and see it. Might see it with the villager, too. God, what a setup for Vinchester. He's going to spot the docks here. He's going to spot the docks, but he can't stop them. Still, early warning for Andy. War galley immediately on the way, and fire galleys are coming out for him. And it's still 50 seconds away for Vinchester from Castle Age. Third dock as well from Vinchester. Second TC now for Andy. Can you hear someone else hammer a building? No. And Vinchester does not know, I think, about this dock. I think his turkey just got found, so he sends a spearman over to investigate. And he does actually find the stable. So good job there from Vinchester. As Andy will continue building this stable on Vinchester's Island. Fire is now coming over to take care of the docks. War galley on the way from Vinchester. So his ships will be upgraded soon. He still has this really impressive fish boom at the back. Hopefully when he's making Navy, he doesn't produce any Navy back here. It happens to a lot of players where they just select all docks. And then a lot of it's going to be stuck back there. I think Vinch is good enough, though. He's just going to control group this stuff and use it from the front side. Res collected. Yep, res collected his head. No surprise, though, with that fish boom. It is ahead, though, but, like, think about how much he had to invest into this, right? 800 just in fish traps alone. 800 wood. And then we have 18 fishing ships worth of wood. So, definitely had to invest a ton to get that set up. Hasn't paid itself off yet. So it's a good situation here for Vinch. Andy's trying to make war galleys and have that war galley mass with the fires in front. It's really, really tough, though, when there's so many fires from Vinchester. Meanwhile, over here, monks are coming out from Andy. He's got a scout inside of the stable, so Vinchester has to be careful with the positioning on his monk. He's got to keep spearmen nearby it if Andy's paying attention. Also, Andy, 3 TCs. Vinchester just now adding his second one. No fletching. No bodkin arrow for Andy. Villager gets converted over on this side. And the monk goes down. Nice little distraction here from Andy, but it doesn't accomplish a ton. As Vinchester now goes for the 3rd TC. Andy still has his fish alive over here because I don't know if Vinchester... Okay, Vinchester did spot that dock, but he hasn't cleared up the fish yet. Still no fletching for Andy. There it is. There we go, buddy. Finally gets the fletching coming in. He also has wheelbarrow, too, so his eco is honestly not that bad. Fire ship in the back for Vinch, yeah. It happens. Andy going for one night. Being very annoying here. But Vinchester should be able to clear that up. And, well, the ecos are kind of stabilizing here. The game is kind of stabilizing. 12 villagers in the queue for Vinch. 47 villagers overall. 62 vills for Andy. And another TC on the way. But, of course, there's this really impressive fishing eco back here for Vinchester. Which actually, 10 of these don't have traps. So maybe it's not that impressive at all. It's only 8 fishing ships with traps, and these guys are going to be out of food pretty soon. There's just not enough wood to keep adding in those traps. So maybe it's Andy, actually, with the better economy at this stage. Sneaky dock from Vinchester. And he should probably have a ship over here just patrolling and trying to control this area. Trying to make sure nothing like that happens. I like how he's also kept the scout inside the stable, so Vinchester like doesn't know how much is in there. Could be 20 knights for all he... Or 10 knights, sorry, for all he knows. Not anymore. Knight gets converted. And the docks, well... 3 demos, 2 fires. It's that amount of war galleys. Andy should be fine. And he is. But over on the other side, more villagers coming across. Stable being added. Imperial Age is coming in soon for Vinchester. And I don't think... Andy doesn't have a clue that Vinchester wants to move over. He still thinks Vinchester's like investing into water or whatever. Hasn't gone for any outposts over here. Just now going for a house on this side. And just now bringing the skirmisher back over. So he might get some early-ish vision on this. But Vinchester is going to have control over this left side of Andy's island. Calling a wonder this game. Okay. All right. I think there's going to be a wonder. This is nice scouting from Andy. There we go. There we go. How do you respond to that? He's just now going to stone. He can't make a defensive castle here. Has to go monastery. Guaranteed he'd like... Well, I don't... I'd love to talk to Andy right now and get his perspective on this. Like, does he think Vinchester had a back pond? Has that crossed his mind? Or does he think that Vinchester just docked really late here? 100%? That's what I would think as well. But honestly, it might have slipped your mind. After all this time, you might just not even consider the fact that Vinchester's got like a fish eco behind. You might... I don't know. Yeah, you might think it's a small one too. Hey, Andy under pressure. Imperial Age on the way for both. Knights coming in. It's 105 eco versus 96 and 100 vills versus 77. Andy has like a 20-plus villager lead right now, not counting the fish. But the castle here from Vinchester is brutal. And that relic might actually get denied as the knights are looping around the back here, sniping villagers. Imperial Age is in for Vinchester. Water control is still in favor of Andy at the moment. But he has no presence on Vinchester's island, and Vinchester is pushing him like a madman over here. And he's now buying 500 stone to make this castle. Fast fire coming in. Vinchester's going to try and take back water here. If he focuses on water, it might give an opportunity for Andy to come back on land. As we saw in the first game, right? I still think Andy has the better civ if it goes that late. But at the moment, Vinchester seems to be controlling everything. Cavalier on the way for Vinchester. Maybe thinking hand cannons as well, with the archer ranges forward and chemistry on the way. Andy's still trying to survive here, but it's going to be really tough. I don't even think it's worth it to micro these things against the fast fires. They're going to die anyway. Focus where you can make a difference on the land, right? What's Andy's win condition? Vinchester focuses somewhere other than here. And that's a fantastic castle from Vinchester if he gets it up. Andy's going to try and go for another castle here to counter that. It's only 7 villagers building this castle. It's going to be 27 building the castle from Andy. As the Cavalier are going to come in, they're going to try and snipe these trebs. Good quick wall there from Andy, but it can't cover every angle. This treb will go down. The second treb will go down as Vinch weasels his way in here. And the castle can't even range the villagers, so this castle will fall. Without trebs to take out these two, Vinchester's castles will be safe. And then this castle is going to be next, and Andy is going to be stuck completely into this corner of the map with 130 villagers. GG called by Andy. Vinchester wins Master of Hyper Random 2. Fantastic set and a really, really nice run from Vinchester. He beat Andy by a sweep, I believe, earlier in the tournament, and Andy shows that there's a reason he made it to the final with 3 straight wins against Vinch here. Fantastic tournament, honestly. Really, really solid stuff. And yeah, I'm super happy with the way this tournament turned out. Vinchester played amazing. The maps were good. The civ combinations were great. We had some epic moments. Yeah, shout out to Zetnus. Shout out to Tree. Shout out to Hitman, I believe. Get the full list of people, but yeah, super, super solid.